Lovely. Hello and welcome to Season 2 of Not 40 Just Blank, a podcast where we continue to take you back in time through the years and discuss all the weird and wonderful events within it, which make it so memorable for us. Each episode will find us chatting through the events, TV, news, sports, film and music of a single year, as well as the odd, funny and personal stuff that we can remember. So come and join us on our latest journey as we plough through the noughties, right here on Not 40 Just Blank. Well, I wish it could be Christmas every day. No. Stay now, baby, if you got to go away. No. We're rocking around the Christmas tree. No. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart. I gave you nothing. I gave you VD. Welcome. That was weird. But you can guess that we are going to do a Christmas special of Not 40 Just Blank. Hello, everybody. My little filthy animals are with me. So Prancer and Dancer themselves. It's Phil and Del. Hello, chaps.
Who's Prancer, who's Dancer?
Yeah.
Now, I think we all know that Del's the dancer.
Thank you.
Del is definitely the dancer. I mean, they're both sitting here, just to give you a mental image, ladies and gents.
I thought you
Beautiful Christmas jumpers.
Cheers, mate.
Phil has even gone as far as wear a Christmas hat as well. The guy's sweating from his eyelids. He's so hot.
Yeah.
But we've made the effort for you guys.
How did you know, actually, Dancer isn't, but Prancer is actually my stripper name. I didn't know.
How did I know? Because I've seen you on many occasions, Del, and
working the pole.
I'm still waiting for the change from that 20 I slipped in your garter that one time.
I still walk the floors of cats.
Too darn right you do.
As a dancer, obviously.
Prowling,
Does that
some
still
might
exist,
say.
cats?
Well, I don't know, actually.
Cats with a K and a Z.
I like to think it does. Whether it's closed down or not, I like to think it does.
I like to think it does as well.
The building's still there because I see it when I'm on the train, but I don't know if it's an actual open or if it's a place.
Is there still a sense of desperation hovering around
It's
it?
in a weird area. It's like a little mini industrial bit.
Yeah,
isn't it?
and then a strip club in the middle of Basildon Town Centre.
That's where all the
Very
good
weird,
strip clubs are. They're out the way.
Oh my word, it's just a different world, isn't it?
Where many a drunk man has, spent their wages.
Lost
I've
his
never been
dignity.
there. Never been cats. Never been there.
I got as far as...
You seem a little bit like, where it's like some people say, I've never been New York.
Yeah.
I've never had falafel.
Always fancied it. Never been there.
Never been cats. Well, we'll have to put you in touch with a friend of the show's and see if we can organise a gentleman's trip. But there we go. So, chaps, are we ready to do a Christmas special?
Hell yeah. Christmas
think so.
special.
Shall we?
The harmonica.
That's the sound of my penis.
I was going to say.
That's Del's jingle bells.
Traditionally
they
linked
make.
to Christmas, the harmonica. So
It is, exactly. The crow monica, as
The
it says.
crow monica. Do we think that might be coming out on more than one occasion, Del? And as you can tell, he cannot play it.
his face, he's so impressed with
He
it.
looks so happy with himself.
Oh,
He's
my
like,
gosh, how dare you.
I blew into it and it made a noise. It's a Christmas miracle.
I had an extreme intense course with Bob Dylan over this, mate, yeah. So he's
throughout the course of this podcast, I'm looking for at least 5 or 6 opportunities for you to try and
well, it's one of them
wow
courses
us.
that if you don't pass, Bob don't let you go.
It's a real...
literally keeps you in
like an
his
MOT.
ranch.
Like an MOT. Basically, you can't drive it away.
You can't drive it away.
In that condition.
No.
You can't take that harmonica away.
Has he signed your harmonica as well?
Yeah, he has, yeah.
Has he signed across your heart as well, like Terence
Trent D'Arby, yeah, but not in ink.
Not in ink?
No, in man ink, basically, yeah. Basically.
Thanks for clarifying. Phil just comes in. Do you mean
but graduation and the harmonica school, Dylan's harmonica school, you stand in the line.
To get a certificate as well.
You do. All your family's there.
Proudest day of their life, presumably. Yeah.
They clap you on, and then you get handed your harmonica.
You scroll.
Bob Dylan hats in you.
Yeah.
And the harmonicas. It's
Pretty much,
it's fucking dangerous. People have lost eyes.
And
at
then
this place.
cards he throws away as he's...
You have to go.
from that video. Amazing. Just chucking them out. 6 foot placards being wanged into
Feel
the
like
audience.
Love Actually quotes on them.
yeah, exactly.
I really shouldn't be doing this, but here we are.
Well, Dylan's like, oh, mate.
That would be an amazing little thing.
Talk about the government. Ooh,
That's one of the best impressions I think we've actually had on the
That's
the
what
podcast.
we had to do at
Forsyth?
Dylan's school. Yeah, exactly. Forsyth.
Got the wrong Bob. He's like, who's that? Bob Fleming. I don't know.
Bob
Bob the Builder.
the Builder, yeah.
Wow.
Bob Carroll G's.
Bob Carroll G's and Spit the Dog. Christmas staple.
They were, yeah. They were.
Always
yeah.
on at fucking Christmas. weren't
Always
they,
on the
those two?
scene. Always on the scene. Always in Cats as
Always
well.
on the scene.
Yeah, in Cats.
Like a love
I
machine.
wonder if we could.
Love machine.
All our conversation can be like some way linked to Christmas.
Ooh.
What is that, a
Can we
challenge?
break it?
Oh, like,
We can always, like the 7 steps of
yes.
Kevin
separation,
Bacon or
7 degrees of separation sort of thing.
Yeah.
So we've always got to be within.
Let's not bother trying. That's too hard. I can't.
We've always got to be Christmas theme. Well, we're going to be Christmas theme because it's the greatest time of year. Is that fair to say? Are you big lovers of Christmas? You two?
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Love it. I love it.
I like
Do
it
you love
at
it?
Christmas.
Yeah.
I don't like it
You wouldn't be one of those
No,
lunatics.
pre-
November when everyone.
Yeah,
I
starts
can't
going.
bear that.
Yeah, you've got to start what
December the 1st, I'm into
onwards.
I've seen you on CCTV actually pulling people's decorations down.
Damn right.
Yeah, you're
Pissing on it and stuff like that.
yeah, exactly.
Dancing at
Sandfin on-
11:58 on the 30th of November, literally taking a wee for a letterbox. You're too early. 2 minutes later, ding dong. I'm so sorry. It's the best time.
Phil hangs outside Alton Garden Centre and then snatches decorations off little boys and girls and just snaps them
No,
over his knee.
not yet. Not yet.
Fuck you.
You've got to learn.
You have to learn.
amazing. Just you going absolutely rogue.
No, I do like it, but yeah, it's as long as it's not in. My
I
face
don't get those people.
As long
You
as
don't-
it's on Phil's terms.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always got to be Phil's terms.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's gotta
he
be
runs this show. It's a tight ship. he's not going to allow that kind of
not.
lunatic just July and he's still eating a turkey Christmas dinner
Exactly.
sort of thing. I don't get that.
I don't know, turkey burgers.
Turkey burgers, mash and a loose sweet corn. We know is your meal of choice. Would
Yeah,
that be?
yeah, on your death row. Yeah.
Would that be? Would you substitute a proper turkey Christmas dinner for a turkey burger, sweet corn and mash?
Oh, yeah.
How would you feel if that was served up on Christmas Day? Claire comes out. Plate,
What,
with
death
a big cloche over the plate, and then goes, "You're expecting all the trimmings," and she
Yeah,
goes,
and I'll probably be
I
disappointed.
know you love this.
because you're expecting the
What,
roast, don't you?
before she presses the button to execute?
Yeah.
It's
Well,
electrocuted.
if you don't want it, you miserable bugger, you can go now. And then, wide up the.
You'd
wide up
rather
the
it was
chair.
me, wouldn't you?
Yes. She walks him down like in Green Mile. Just
Yeah.
like,
Forgets to put the sponge on the top of the
If
head.
anyone's going to do it, I'm glad.
God.
The last thing I see. Thanks, love. It's been a blast.
have you got a little Mr. Jinx as well, Phil?
What's that?
The name for your
No,
penis.
that's
That's the
in the
little
mouse.
house that used to
is
run
it?
through the
yeah.
through the prison
Is that
cells.
Mr.
wasn't it?
Jinx or am I thinking of Meet the
No.
Parents?
Jingles, Jinx.
It's not Jinx, is
something
it?
like
It's-
that.
Oh, Jinx is Meet the Parents, isn't it? Jingle.
Mr. Jingle? No,
Mr. Jingle.
Jangles.
Jangles. Joe Jangles, isn't it? Joe Jangles.
No, it's Mr. Sinclair.
That's not. Is it Jangles?
I think
Sound
it's
like Joe
Jangles.
Jangles?
Yeah, something like that.
Joe Jangle. I want to go to a bar called Joe Jangle.
Mr.
That sounds like
Joe
Sounds like
Jangles.
you playing that, Joe Jangles.
Come on, Joe Jangles.
Joe Jangle. Oh, yeah.
Don't forget to tip your waitress. I'll be back in 20 minutes.
Oh, yes.
So what song was that? Have we got a guess what these songs might be that you treat us to?
Yeah, we can do that. It's Christmas season, isn't it? Do you want to get
Go on,
play?
hit-
Yeah,
Guess
let's hear one or two.
Hit us with one right now.
Okay,
And then we'll come back to them.
We'll try and keep scores, Phil, as we get
Yeah,
go
yeah.
through
We'll start off easy. I'll give you an easy one.
Okay. Playing along at home.
Right, you ready for this?
Oh, that was the queue on the motorway this morning.
Zumbop.
How dare you?
play it again. Sorry, because I didn't quite get that because I think it might have been the mental
You ready?
foot tapping
Okay.
that came with it.
Remember the notes, like Bob told you. Right.
I mean, I'm drawing a blank here.
Okay,
Don't know about you, Phil.
we started off easy. Come on.
We started off easy. If it's going to get harder than this, we're in real trouble.
I'm trying to go with the rhythm of it.
There wasn't one. That might be the issue we've got.
It's speeded up. The version was obviously speeded up.
Oh, right. So it's not that speed. That's what I was trying to work it out.
It's not that speed.
So
But
it's slower than that normally.
no, Bob told me when you're getting across like a killer tune, you have to do it at speed to grab your audience. So that's number one in the Bob Dylan.
Famous for them really fast rocking tunes of his.
Well, he learned.
Bob Dylan is big in the EDM scene, isn't he? He's massive. 180 beats a minute. Dylan, that's what they call it.
That's one of Bob's biggest regrets in his career, that he never did that. So now he teaches to go against the grain.
Okay.
So that's what it is.
Give it one more time, but can you slow it down?
Yeah, can you do it to the speed? Can you do it to the speed it's actually at?
Yeah,
Okay.
we need an actual truthful
This is for you,
rendition.
Bob. Come on, I'm giving it to you and I'm handing it to you on a plate. I'm handing it to you on a plate. Do you want a clue to go with it?
Yeah, the title would be great.
The title, okay. It's got Christmas in it.
Now, why didn't you say so?
Well, I wish it could be Christmas every day.
No, I'll give you one more clue.
Oh, please. The artist would be great. Would that give it away?
Yeah, I'll tell you, they're a boy band.
Why don't you tell us their
boy band?
Oh,
Well, it's probably not the boy band you think.
is it E17 then? Is that Stay Another Day?
Think what I just said.
It's not
It's
the boy
not
band
the boy band you think.
Think.
Oh, it's not the boy band you think. Therefore, it's a girl band. It's the Spice Girls with Mama.
Well, Mama Christmas, here I go again.
I know. What was the other one they did?
Was that what you were playing?
No.
What was the other one they did? The Christmas one they did.
Steam, steam, deep, deep down.
No, not E17. Was it E17 then? Is that what?
No, I
wasn't
didn't say
even
that. No, I said it's not the boy band that you think.
How many other boy bands have done Christmas songs? Every bugger's done them.
Wham!
Yes.
Oh, that was last Christmas.
Last Christmas.
Now we know that. Play it again for the people at home. That has never been.
But the very next day.
Last Christmas, I gave you my heart.
It's a life or death situation. They're in the operating theatre.
I feel that this game could be really tricky.
got to get the
if there was
transplant in.
a vague interpretation of what the song could be.
Okay.
But he goes.
We started
random.
off easy.
We
didn't
started strong.
Okay.
Oh, one more then, and then we'll have a little break.
Oh,
I don't think we
yeah.
need one.
Okay.
Have you got anything up your sleeve still?
Or do you want to come back? Should we come back?
Come back in a minute. Yeah, I can have a break up.
Yeah, he's got at least 8 seconds of thinking time before he murders another one.
What speed shall I do jingle bells?
Jingle
So do it as a thrash
bells.
metal, but via the harmonica.
Oh, yes.
That would work, wouldn't it?
Oh, man. Have you ever heard the Rage Against the Machines Christmas song?
I feel like
Killing
that's
in
a
the
joke,
Name?
but it probably is actually true. Isn't
Killing
it?
in the name.
What is that? What?
Well, they released it.
Killing in the name
They
of
tried
Christmas.
to become Christmas #1, didn't they?
Yeah, it did it? I thought it did.
I think so. There was one of those rebellions against the X Factor, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Always
yeah.
getting #1 and stuff. So they went for it. But yeah, it was just a regular song, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Killing in the name of Christmas.
Oh, they did it like a like a ukulele version, like George Formby. Turned out nice again. Killing in the name of. Oh, you bugger.
When I'm with the snowman, ask him how high they jump. Or is that a really shit song? Yes, it is. I don't know.
I mean, we went. You think about what we've covered in the last 10 minutes. Strip clubs. George Formby.
We've lost our way.
We've lost our way somewhere. I think we might be more than 7 steps away from Christmas, Phil. We failed that challenge as well. So, what are we going to do then, gentlemen?
You've got a carrot in your head.
We're going to
You've
let
got
Del
a carrot in your head.
just randomly. We think he might have been on.
You got
the
a carrot
special
in your
tablets.
fucking head. You're a snowman.
That's nice.
There
I
you
like
go.
that.
There you go.
Melting in the name of.
Melting in the name of.
Beautiful. Forget that. I won't do what you told me. Go to bed right now. No, forget that. I won't do what you told me. There we go. So yeah, big fans of Christmas. Then it turns out, big fans of harmonicas.
Ooh.
Excellent stuff. What else are we big fans of? What are we looking forward to the most about Christmas, chaps? Is it as we get older, spending time with family, or can you not wait to get away from them to spend time locked away in the toilet on your phone?
I think it's not working, isn't it? For starters, is a big help.
It is nice. What happens with you guys and work? Is it all very pack it up, proper 2 weeks off, or
pretty much.
Back it up, rock it up, let me begin.
I came to win, but to me that's a sin.
No, I used to be. In my old job, I used to literally have about 10 days off. I used to love that.
Delightful.
But now I'm literally up to Christmas Eve.
I'm done.
Have
Couple of days.
Between Christmas and New Year.
20 minutes off.
Between Christmas and New Year's quiet. But
Yeah.
you're still kind of working, but it's not nowhere near as bad.
You sound like a proper elf working in Santa's, Santa's workshop.
We're working
Santa's
flat out,
bastard.
right up till Christmas Eve, and then the big guy goes out for a couple of days. We don't see him again.
And we're back in
Then
again.
we're back. We're preparing for the following year.
There I am painting ping pong balls again.
Oh dear, just a visions of
Whereas I can imagine that Dell, who's literally worked about 2 days this year so far,
what? No.
is going to be on a very
gonna be-
long break, Dell.
Yes. Break,
Yes, I am.
break down, break. Yes, the whole thing. Yeah, it's pretty much. Yeah, I'll be chilling with my snowman. Yeah,
That's it. It's never a white Christmas, though, is there?
Nah.
it's not. No.
Quite disappointing.
It was about
Yeah.
February, innit?
When I was going to say, when was the last time we even had one?
There's always little snippets of it. Like it
thinks
starts,
about
it
doesn't
goes a bit thin,
and it's that
then,
shitty, wet.
I
snow
would
that
say
just
it's
melts
probably it's got to be
instantly.
90s, maybe even 80s.
There was definitely one in like 82, I think there is. I know there's a programme on Channel 5 coming up soon.
Oh, that's a shit.
A little shit. Honestly,
The year it snowed for Christmas.
To be fair, we're big on weather on Channel 5.
Go on, tell me when that one's on, Jimmy. I'll set my recorder for that one.
I can't yet. We're waiting till it snows before we play it. So yeah,
Let's speak to Elsie.
The year it snowed for Christmas.
Oh, but that sounds like one of those films that we definitely
I
play.
remember I was speaking to Ted. It's only snowing. He was like, "You fucking what?"
Can you believe it's been how long? 62 years since the last snow on Christmas Day. There was always like a book being run, wasn't there? Like bets being taken.
Yeah, they're always
And
ridiculous.
no
odds
bugger one
and that,
ever.
yeah.
Ridiculous stuff.
But it's like, well, even in the song, I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. It only really works in like sort of places that can handle snow. It can't really work over it, can it?
Well, exactly.
Like,
I'm dreaming of a light drizzle.
yeah, exactly. And even when we get thick snow, we can't really handle it, can we?
I was gonna say,
the whole
can't go out anywhere,
trains
just-
get fucked up. Yeah,
That's it. It's got to stay in anyway.
yeah. It's a lot of Christmas songs as well. It's like, I wish it could be Christmas every day, which sounds good in theory, but would you
day.
every day? You'd
Yeah.
get on your tits a bit, wouldn't it?
Yeah, by about March,
You get so
thinking,
bored
come
of
on.
turkey, you'd be fucking pissed off. The presents would be shit because
Imagine it, yeah.
like every day.
And more.
You can't have the same as you did the day before. So like if you
How
got a
many pairs of socks
PlayStation,
do you need? Yeah, Jesus.
yeah, exactly, yeah. Well, socks, yeah, exactly.
Nightmare.
You'd probably be
Inundated.
You'd be
with the
going
bloody
back old
things.
school days to a stick and a bit of I don't know, Satsuma. I don't know.
Is that the worst present you ever got, Dale? A stick?
A stick, yeah.
And a Satsuma.
No, I love my stick. I love my stick.
You still got it?
Yeah,
To this day?
I love my
that's
stick.
nice.
Carry it in
Stick,
your back
yeah.
pocket.
Still like occasionally, yeah.
One stick,
Yeah,
two
throw it.
Satsumas, just so he could do leave it
One stick.
outrageously.
What was
his
what was the
parents.
worst presents you ever got, or best? Should you do best and worst?
Best and worst presents?
Christmas present. Oh, best present.
So you kind of going to go back to like being a kid, aren't you? Because basically, as soon as you get like to adulthood, it's pointless,
it's like-
isn't
I think my
it?
most memorable one was my bike.
Always.
Oh,
And then
okay.
that got stolen from my garage about 3 months later.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah, do you remember getting that thing stolen?
Harshness.
It's-
But yeah, I do remember like that. I remember being really excited.
Like the
about
joy of
I
waking
remember the
up
way
and
you
running
told me
downstairs and shit.
they
Yeah.
burgled your.
that. Yeah, they moved the car out of the garage and nicked the bike.
To get the bike and then put the car back.
Yeah, they
We don't
didn't want the
that.
metro, but they actually, yeah, it's so crazy.
Don't want this old
They
shit.
wanted. Was it a safari?
Yeah, it was the pink trail, was it? Trail?
Oh, pink trail. Okay,
Yeah,
ooh, that's
remember
nice.
Trail.
No, I don't
It was
know
like
that.
yeah, it's a proper bike. No, actually, was it a safari? Might have been a
Yeah,
safari.
safari, yeah.
I think
Might
that
be.
one got nicked, and then I bought a trail afterwards.
Yeah,
It was a safari, the black and
There's a proper-
gold. I think one it
There's
was.
a chick
Ooh,
magnet. That
fancy.
was, wasn't it?
Mag wheels and stuff, all that.
Yeah.
Do you remember that? Oh, the bragging rights when you got like a proper
Yeah,
bike.
going,
so
ooh.
It was a safari. Yeah.
everyone
Oh,
can
it was
you
a
got
good
what? A
bike.
chopper? You joke? Oh,
Oh yeah, exactly. That is
proper
up there, isn't
bragging
it?
rights,
Yeah.
mate, yeah. I reckon it's probably one of those. Something like-
Shimano gears. Ooh.
Oh, absolutely. This guy's quality.
When mountain bikes come on the scene, people don't realise when mountain bikes first come on the scene,
Yeah.
do they? Because it was just BMXs before, and then mountain bikes.
I
come
even
on,
had it
and it's like,
coded. You know when you had your postcode put underneath the pedal.
Yeah,
So
didn't
yeah,
do
it
anything,
got,
did it?
yeah, so we
Yeah,
got
which
stolen.
is
That,
like-
well, that didn't work.
Right.
That's pretty bad.
now they know where to go back to for the
Because
for
you
the
pull
metro.
people up and go, can I just turn your bike upside down and check where it comes
always
from.
carrying a UV light with you, just in case.
Bike police, just come over with random checks.
Yeah. This looks a lot like
just
my
pull you
bike.
over, please. Can I just turn your bike upside down? Check under your pedals,
Wow.
please.
Check under your
Can you
pedal.
give me what's the postcode?
Yeah, where do you live? My house.
my
Close
house.
enough. Go on, sod off. What about you, Dale? What was your best present?
I think it might have been Castle Grayskull, actually. Jimmy.
Oh, that's a good shout.
I think it was. I remember just sort of unwrapping it like a beast.
Yeah.
I kind of knew.
Once you
Beast
saw a
was
box.
in He-Man as well, man.
Yeah.
Beast Man.
Beast Man.
Wasn't it?
Beast Man,
I
yeah.
unwrapped it like a Beast Man.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
Broke
No,
it
it's
apart
just,
in
yeah,
seconds.
it was great. And then I was kind of gutted that I didn't have Skeletor's Snake Mountain. I know a few people that had Snake Mountain, but never, I wish I had that.
Same
But,
sort of
yeah.
thing like Ewok Village or like a Millennium Falcon or something really,
Yes.
really big buggering things.
Yeah,
That's when you could actually play with toys and stuff.
Yeah. It
And that was the
more-
whole day, just like.
Yeah, playing with figures.
Whereas now
and
it's like, vouchers.
vouchers.
or like-
Yeah, when
Tablet.
you,
A digital
it was
like,
great opening presents
video
for the
game
kids,
or
wasn't
something.
it?
V
for the
Bucks
kids
or
and-
whatever the fuck
Yeah, exactly.
it
It's
is.
just all like, oh, thanks.
Yeah, it's not too much.
It was great
goes-
when it opened,
That was amazing.
and that never loses you that feeling. Which
Waking
is
up
why
like
I
4
suppose,
a.m. giving it.
which is why I suppose
excited.
you do it so much for your kids because you remember how you felt.
Yeah.
So then
Yeah.
you want them to have the same feeling.
They
don't you? It's
still
kinda like-
get the excitement. Yeah, it's just the only thing that gets on my nerves, and I think we're good this year without dropping any
No spoilers.
spoilers. Yeah, exactly. Is the ones where you're building shit up until like 2 o'clock in the
Yeah,
morning.
yeah,
That's
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
that's a
past
tough
that
one.
now, so I'm
Yeah, that's
alright.
true. Yeah.
So-
But I do remember, like Phil, when you got your Safari, when I got my BMX, and it was all ready to go.
I think
it
you
was
might,
like gleaming.
You might have like come down like on Christmas Day. We probably went out for a bike ride. I seem to kind of remember. So we were so excited. We went off like holding hand to hand, riding down.
Yeah, exactly.
Still bits of paper like sellotape to it. We hadn't properly cleaned it out. It was like, I just want to go out now. Let's go.
Get that motorbike effect on.
I need 3 playing cards. Quick, put them between the spokes.
It was fun till we both braked, and Chris Durrant's his brake handle went up her asses.
One of our asses, yeah. Double entry.
Now we just pay for that in cats.
Or
If you can-
any other
other
establishments will poke,
Well, I don't because I've never been there.
poke handlebars up the bottom.
I've never heard that
for a
before.
fee.
When you mention another, you have to do a lot of almost like not a waiver, but you have to mention other
Yeah,
sort of strip
we're
clubs
very neutral in all
Yes,
our strip
exactly.
club mentions. Other strip clubs are available.
available.
Oh, nice.
What about you, Jimmy? What's your?
I reckon, something like the Ewok Village or the Millennium Falcon or
Yeah, Star Wars,
something
yeah,
Star
would have
Wars.
been, yeah.
Certainly for the first few years of
Yes.
like proper presents. Then it would have gone on to like bikes or sports sort of stuff.
Yeah, that was
kind
good,
of
yeah.
thing, like new boots or new football
Boots,
or something
goalkeeper gloves
decent.
for me.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Been like
Robson
as you got older, it
Golds.
would have been Sega,
And then
Sega,
you go on
Master
to
System,
things like
Mega
Master
Drives,
System, Mega
all that.
Drives.
or just getting games.
You kind
Like
of
DVDs. I mean, you like videos and DVDs.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's all you
Jesus.
needed, wasn't it? It was,
videos.
Instant,
I remember getting Rocky
opening
4.
a video, and just
Yeah, a good box set or something.
Yeah.
Just, yeah.
I had the Terminator 2 box set. And it come in like a tin case.
Okay.
It was amazing.
with the Terminator biscuits.
Yeah. Shortbreads.
Terminator pencils.
Yeah.
Now they had the Terminator 1 VHS and the Terminator 2 VHS, and they had got like a little book with it as well. It was like a little tin. It was
An
amazing.
event, a
Yeah.
proper event, yeah.
Yeah, it was.
From
yeah.
the Video Man. He just
Yeah,
being such a
yeah.
loyal customer.
Throwback
like,
gags and throwback memories from Philip Renner. It's delightful.
You read this little booklet while I go upstairs with your mum.
And if you think you've read it again. 'cause
Yeah,
I'll be
exactly.
testing you.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't worry,
Just to
mate.
be
You
sure.
take your time.
Yeah,
We've got, got Terminator 1 and 2 to get through here.
Oh, he's deliberately fast forward them all the way through. I've got to rewind them before I can even watch
yeah.
them. It's going to take forever. That's the idea, son. Enjoy yourself.
What about worse ones, boys? Yeah.
Worst present.
I don't know.
Did you have a worse one?
I suppose it just is as you, or what sort of, or maybe it was one that you were expecting or hoping for and you didn't get. Was there like a one that got away?
Not
Something
what I can
like that.
remember. not what I can remember.
You haven't suffered then, Phil. Is this what you're saying?
I might have done, but no, I don't think I did.
Really?
I think my parents as well. They used to do that thing where they kept it back till last. So like, you thought you'd suffered.
Yeah.
and
You're
then
looking
it was-
always like, well, that
Yeah,
box
so-
definitely hasn't got a thing
Yeah,
in it.
so they
It
used to
can't
do that
enough.
quite often. And
Yeah,
you
that's
thought,
quite sly.
I always remember one year.
Well, when you had that sort of ceramic cheetah.
A decanter and a set of 4 wine glasses.
I don't know if you ever.
I don't think I want this.
I don't know if you ever did this, but one year we did an experiment or like something different where
You got a science kit.
We waited half an hour. We opened a present. Wait half an hour.
We've done sort of
Open
similar
another.
sort of
I
things.
remember doing that. And
Just
it was
to
so
elongate
boring.
the pain.
It was so
Yeah, you
rubbish.
just sort of-
oh my god.
So we used to, when we went over to like my aunt's stuff, we used to wait until the evening. So you had to get through the full day, lunch, all the rest of it. And then we'd sit down, hand out all the presents. There's like 15, 20 of us in a room anyway. Everyone gets their pile of presents. Then you have to go one by one. But only one at a time. So it's like you start off with...
So you focus on one person.
God, that sounds mentally exhausting.
So the first person that's got the most has got like maybe 19 presents or something. Yeah. If you're sitting there with like 6, you know that you're just watching for like 3 hours. The longest it took us was nearly 4 hours to get through this whole thing. So, oh my God. And if you starting low with numbers, you were...
No, we tried it. And then
bored.
after that, it was just like free-for-all. Just rip them open. And
sounds mentally
The only thing that you get, so as you get older, obviously, there's more likely to like cash being in there and stuff. So sometimes the free for all just led to like tenors being lost.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Or they just scoop it all up, fry it all away. I've lost my 50. I've lost the 50.
Yeah.
Quick, everyone
It was
check
like,
for all
you
the
know,
paper.
at the end of the Crystal Maze where they go for the tickets.
It's one of those, exactly. No silvers, only golds. No silvers. Did you play the Crystal Maze on the harmonica?
Oh, yeah.
Curiosity
What,
Dale?
Mumsy?
Yeah. Mumsy!
Yeah.
Oh, great drama. Just throwing it in there. Richard O'Brien has nothing.
Come along. Come along.
Off to the Crystal Maze.
Follow me. Follow me. Follow me.
We're
Let's
going
go to Aztec.
Always Aztec. That's the zone you go to, right? If you ever had a choice. Futuristic world, my arse. No, Aztec, innit?
He's got a better leopard skin jacket than me.
I'd love to see you in leopard skin. I mean, the Santa
mate.
jumper in itself is
might-
enough, but a leopard skin coat over the top of
I
that.
might have to do it next year,
Be an
man.
absolute treat.
They've got the Crystal Maze in London. Oh, we should have to do that one time.
Oh my God, a not faulty, just blank work trip.
Yeah,
That'd be good.
Chris, what are we doing about a Christmas do? You're organising it, Phil. You're the king.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we're getting a great.
Maybe go Crystal Maze. Maybe
great
watch
trip.
the... was it When Britain Snowed Last or Christmas Day, a documentary?
I believe you'll find it's the big snow of '82.
Wow, the big
Yeah.
snow of 82.
Yeah, what a year!
That
What
gets
a
you
year.
moist.
Well, it does if you let it melt.
It does, yeah, it does.
Yeah, it really does.
Yeah, we should have to do that Crystal Maze trip. That'd be good.
Oh my words!
Okay.
Organising stuff.
Yeah, we'll do
okay,
that.
we're going to leave that on you.
Ooh, there you
Maybe
go.
we could have like past guests join us. We can have 2 teams.
Oh my God!
Let's see.
Yeah. Sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
Sounds like
There
a
you go.
very good plan.
Maureen?
Okay, well, yeah. Where's that receptionist?
Yeah, exactly.
Our secretary. She's
There's
not
a
turned
PR.
up ever, has she?
I think she left within the first 5 minutes of the first show.
Right. That's right. Yeah, she heard one of your stories and went, "I'm not
She's like,
taking this. I
"Fuck
didn't
this
sign
shit."
up for this. I didn't
no,
sign up
this
for
is
this."
not
He's ain't my cup of
This
tea.
is good, yeah. She's no Janine from Ghostbusters, is she?
Exactly that, Del. She's no Janine. Dear Lord above. Oh, what a film. So we've covered sort of favourite presents, worst presents, as it were. What about the food itself? What do we go for? Are we gluttons? Are we disgusting human beings at Christmas?
Yeah,
Do,
gluttony,
do
isn't
you
it?
properly overeat?
Yeah,
100%.
Because I mean, your body's a bit of a temple, Del. I mean, I've let mine very
you,
much
man.
go to rack and ruin.
Yeah.
I've prepared for Christmas all year this.
I have to beast
Yeah,
it
same
because
with
I
me.
eat like an absolute pig.
Do you just go you like from start to finish?
You always
like,
have to. You like
When you
don't know
wake
where
up,
put
bang.
it. You're like, but we used to call you banquet boy because you
Yeah,
just bloody eat everything.
Do you know where it goes?
Yeah, it's
Into
still-
his massively flat, long feet.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. My feet just
They are
get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger.
Like clown shoes at the end of the day.
do,
with
mate.
big
Oh,
You're like
slippers.
the bin on holiday. Like no one would eat. You just like scuffle it
keep
up and
going.
eat it.
I
It's
still
just
do
like-
it now. I still do it with the kids' meals and stuff. I still like.
So what
yeah.
is it like a lack of self-control, or do you just think,
No, it's
you know
what
what,
it is.
It's,
Yeah,
I can
no,
properly
it's
do this.
my mindset. Like, because I do everything. Well, I kind of sometimes do everything at 100 miles per hour.
Yeah.
So the way my mind is, the way
Play the
I still-
harmonica.
play the harmonica, exactly. It's kind of that's what it kind of is. I feel like I've got to
This
do
is
it.
it
It's
now.
got to do it. So I would have a pizza, shove it in my face quickly before my brain actually catches up with my stomach. And
like
it's
that. Oh, this is actually unhealthy way
Yeah,
to eat.
it's not- yeah, and then you
Eventually, you
just
find
feel
yourself
like
looking in the
crap.
mirror, just like crying, just going,
No.
"Oh, this is bad."
Yeah,
oh, this
pretty
is an
much.
uncomfortable way to live.
Yeah,
now.
it's not the bit.
Yeah.
Really, yeah.
What's your poison? The one that will sort of just tip you over the edge. Like, dinner's lovely, but are you always snacking on like
Twiglets.
Twiglets, Nutman, or anything like, what's the one you just keep going
Stuffing,
into?
just like leftover. Or
Is that
pigs
where
in
you go with?
blankets.
Pigs in blankets.
I mean, stuffing, I could just... Gets cooked. I could just eat a whole loaf of stuffing.
Whole loaf.
Are we talking like just the breaded like sage and onion stuff, or sausage meat?
With the sausage meat.
Like a baker's loaf of stuffing.
You know when they're making it comes out like in a loaf kind of size.
Yeah.
I mean, I could easily just.
You'd forgo the turkey.
No problem.
Just
eat that.
I know what you mean. Yeah, I do love stuffing too.
Easily do.
It like goes through you like anything as well.
So like when that's left over on the table, that's it.
The amount of
Anyone
meat.
else having this? No. Well, I've just spat all over
You
it,
just
so
walk
it's mine
past
now.
it. Yeah, every time you walk to the toilet, you
Just
have a
grab
bit, come back, have a bit more.
Yeah.
I love the fact of stuffing, things like pate, things, all the rich foods, like even like if you have goose or duck or whatever, all combined, and then the methane just spreads around.
Those kind of red
my
eyes at
God.
the end of a day where everyone's smelling each other's fart in an enclosed room.
Grim, innit?
Blaming the dog.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, everyone.
That's why people
blames
get
the dog.
dogs, right? Especially at Christmas, presumably. It's like, it's not me, it's the dog.
Stuffing is a great one.
Yeah.
It's a good shout. The pigs in blankets is a good shout as well.
Yeah, pigs in
Where
blankets.
do we stand on sprouts?
I don't mind them.
Necessary evil, or
I
I'll eat
sprouts.
them.
actually for fun now?
I like
rather
them,
than-
but if someone was to go, look, hang on a minute, we're going to lose you.
We've got to lose one
I
thing.
wouldn't-
Not
yeah, I
parsnip. I love parsnip.
Oh,
parsnip. I can even do Swedes. Like I don't mind Swedes.
Parsnips, though,
yeah, parsnips the way forward, I think. Yeah,
Claire's mum does the cauliflower cheese with it as well. So it's all like loads and loads of stuff.
so it's
whacked
just
in.
heavy.
Yeah, what's
everything's
the-
heavy and rich.
It's making me hungry now.
Yeah, I know. It's all the whole shebang, isn't it? Yeah, no. There was so much so with like Margaret's dinners. There used to be about 6 or 7 carbohydrates on the same plate, and the potatoes were piled up so high that when one of them fell off, they used to take about 10 seconds to hit the bottom of the plate. It was
That's going to make a noise in a second.
Yeah, so-
not yet. Still falling.
Yeah,
Still
exactly.
falling.
Yeah, it was.
So did you start dinner like no one could see anyone, and then like half an hour in,
before you
you
do-
slowly went, "Oh, I'm sitting opposite so and so."
Yeah,
I didn't
pretty
even know
much.
that.
But for a big eater, that's yes,
heaven.
heaven,
Absolute
100%.
heaven. And then just sitting there. But before you even do that, so if you're having like lunch at 3 or whatever it is, you've already eaten like 3/4 of a tub of celebrations.
Yeah.
Presumably on your own
100%,
anyway.
Yeah.
It's vile.
Things like even like the nuts, like the cashews, the chili peanuts coated, or whatever it is.
Anything, just
constantly
continual.
shoving
Christmas
it
Day
in
is
you.
the only day of the year where you don't feel like an alcoholic, where you can have a drink at like 10,
Oh, yeah.
10 in the
Yeah,
morning.
10.
You go, it's Christmas Day.
So as the toast goes
okay.
down, you're like, first beer?
So
Go on then.
savouries, we kind of done. What about sweet? I mean, I'm a massive trifle fan, so I don't know.
Yeah,
if you
profiteroles.
guys- Profiteroles, okay.
Or see, I'm a bit more classic. I think I just really like.
Do you like a log?
I do love a log, Del, I must confess. I do like a pudding, and I do like a Christmas
pudding,
cake
yeah,
as
like
well.
Bit of custard, or do you go cream or ice brandy?
So as
ice
I've been
cream
getting older, yeah, it's definitely your taste change. It was always like ice cream,
Yeah.
and then I went towards cream, and now it's brandy butter.
brandy butter, yeah.
Brandy
it's good.
cream.
No,
Yeah.
really, I don't like Christmas pudding.
You know-
Oh,
Ooh,
delightful.
really?
Very much. It's very much one of those kind of Marmite
I like,
things, isn't it?
I don't mind.
Yeah, I don't really like that spirit or shorts. So anything that tastes anything like a bit like that, I don't really.
Because it's
Brandy,
especially
innit?
when
Yeah.
you kind of flame it
Yeah.
and stuff. Then it's got that initial, a little warmth to it. Delightful. But we're just growing up, I guess, aren't we?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we'll be drinking port soon.
Do you know what? I bought port for the first time
Have
last
you
year.
really?
Haven't
Ooh.
opened it. I didn't quite know
I
what
quite
to do
like
with it.
port. I quite like port. Yeah, it's got a little sweetness to it, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't mind it. It's
quite nice. Yeah.
But yeah,
You guess you're absolutely battered as well if you carry on.
It's
like,
always
if you
helpful.
Finish
Yeah,
a bottle
yeah.
of port, you know about it. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then
So-
it gets interesting. So,
Yeah.
what did you do? Your family, are they all right, or they do your head in at the table, or it's?
for a day you can kind of It's just like having a
maybe not
regular
so much
Sunday
now,
lunch,
but
isn't it?
back
But-
when you was a kid, were there lots of arguments, or was it like like the?
I don't think
I tell you
so.
what it
like how
was.
people
Yeah,
talked about
once you
like
get-
it could go hit or miss, but
the arguments used to come when we used to play games.
Yeah, yeah.
So it was like
Yes, yes,
Monopoly
that's what I was
or
gonna say,
Cluedo
Yeah,
or
probably.
yeah,
anything
Monopoly's
like
always
that. Especially after like a full day on the source.
Yeah, of course.
Anyone loses, it's
I
like,
used to
I've
like
been
the-
playing this 6 hours and now I lose. Right.
Have you
that's
ever
it. And it's-
flipped the board?
I haven't, but
Ooh.
I have been there whilst the board has been flipped.
you really?
Yeah, I've been to
Oh.
a couple of them.
Have you really?
Yeah,
Oh.
proper lost it, John.
Oh, I love to see a board
Yeah.
flipping.
Yeah.
Oh, just for the most ridiculous.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, because
It
you'd end
wasn't
up
a
laughing
board
at it.
flipping one, but it was. It was either
Or like a clearance.
It was like a
thing
15th.
or a-
No, it was what's the Anne Robinson one?
Weakest Link.
Weakest Link. It was the Weakest Link, and I played it around Claire's family.
Other quiz
Claire
shows.
was one who stormed off.
Claire did.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. She got voted out or something. She stormed off.
Amazing. Other quiz shows are available.
Yes.
Robert Nathan now, of course.
Yeah.
The hot seat.
Yeah, he is.
Loving it.
But I used to look forward to the evenings. I must admit, at Christmas, to that kind of board game. And the telly was better as well. The evening, wasn't it? You started to get all the comedy stuff on.
Do you know what? I was
which
going
will come
to
on
say.
to, I'm sure, later. But
Does it make a nice segue now?
Let's
for
do
example,
it.
because we were fortunate, I think, to live in an age or grow up in an age of golden TV, right?
Just going to say,
certainly British comedy, and I think it was definitely.
Very much. I don't remember much else. There was always like shitty old man films like Escape to Victory or
Bond.
Zulu or Bond or that sort of stuff, which you kind of got through. But it was mainly for the comedy, right?
I was just going to say, before we move on, I was just going to say to you boys, do you remember going out for like tots and places like that for like Christmas Eve? And then boxing, and there's been a big thing. And the other thing was fights would kick off and there'd be like, for some reason, it'd be, oh, come on, lads, it's Christmas.
Yeah, that was always
it's the only time of year it would actually work. Like, people would actually stop sort of, I know, stabbing
Punching
someone in the
each other in the
face
head,
with a glove. But it's, come on, lads, it's Christmas. I always
It
think
wouldn't
that's
work
like,
at Easter, would
No,
it?
come on, lads, it's Shrove Tuesday.
Come on, fellas, it's Whitsun.
It's Whitsun,
I remember getting
Doesn't
punched in the face up at the brush. It was either Christmas Eve or New Year's Eve.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What had you done?
Well,
Nothing.
was it Santa?
That's the question.
He's
You were very much on the
Santa
naughty
Claus
list.
had come down to Tots. He's one of our fucking elves. He's getting battered.
No, I hadn't actually done anything.
That's why Santa's just a fucking
100% you're on the
proper
naughty
cunt.
list, Reynolds.
No, so what?
100%.
What happened was we was just dancing as you're doing. It was
Well, you was dancing with this guy. Punching.
no, I was just dancing. But
Dancing with Santa. It's bold, isn't he?
was on dance when this bloke suddenly he was dancing. A bottle hit him on the head, and I just laughed because it was.
he decided it was you that had loved
Yeah,
him.
and because I laughed, he thought it was me, so he just hit me. And he didn't do that. I was like, oh, that was a bit weird. And then
Come on, mate, it's
I remember
Christmas.
like Dan and all that jumped up and I held him and that stuff. And I just like went, what's the matter? When you threw a bottle, I went, no, it weren't me. And it was one of them moments and he just went, oh, sorry, mate. And it was just like hugged each other and carried on dancing.
Carried on.
But yeah, it was bizarre.
Instantly forgetting that he's been hit by a bottle by someone else who's chuckling away at the side.
Oh man, was that to last Christmas?
Yeah, you're
Christmas,
right.
the harmonica edition,
the dance version.
Yeah,
Damn, I should have got it now. Now I think back.
dance version.
But,
There you go. Dance
What was
version.
that?
Last Christmas dance.
right.
Cool. God, what's that?
what's that? I mean, it was obvious.
That's right.
Blatantly
You're
obvious.
insulting me.
Anyone with a musical ear would know that. That was
insulting.
clearly Last Christmas.
Literally one musical here.
You're insulting
The old
the legend
one
of
note.
Dylan. Dylan is
They
like
call him One Note.
One note, one note from Dello.
Yes.
I mean, that's clearly got to be the first.
Great. I love that.
First song on the album, isn't it?
musical like.
Oh, we're just on a different level. It's Christmas. It's Christmas. It's got us in the mood.
Christmas. Yeah, bada bing, bada bing.
So we were chatting, or we're about to start chatting TV.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know about you guys, but obviously growing up and stuff, Only Fools and Horses is
That was the main one.
it's the one. Isn't it? So you were all looking up to a certain point. You're like, come on, when's it on? I can get through everything. I know there's going to be an absolute.
It was like, and in them days, it was the Radio Times, wasn't it? So everyone had a copy of
Always,
Radio Times, and everything was highlighted. Wasn't it?
ringed.
Yeah,
highlighted,
ringed.
ringed. We are not missing this.
Yeah.
So anyone who's born in this century, Radio
know.
Times is
Yeah.
essentially a
Probably
list
no idea.
that basically
It was a paper
No, we're talking
electronic program.
80s and 90s, and we were talking 80s
paper
and 90s.
program of the TV.
Radio
so.
Times was huge, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone had one, didn't they?
Yeah,
Christmas
it's
time.
obviously
You
still
did
comes
used to
out,
mark it
but-
up, didn't you?
yeah. You just buy it
100%.
because the was it all year round, but just a thicker one for Christmas, or did it
It's a
just come
double-
out for
Yeah,
Christmas?
It was a
Radio
double-
Times was
double
a big one.
edition,
It was,
essentially,
I remember
Christmas.
that was one of the only adverts on BBC. They would plug the Radio Times.
You're absolutely right. Yeah.
And then it would just be what's coming up, and even if it wasn't Christmas, they'd just if they had a special coming out or the new, I don't know, some shit in EastEnders or something, they'd plug it.
You're right. Yeah. If they got a sort of a front cover of the Radio Times, that was sort of big.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
still
guaranteed,
around though, isn't it? I think
Yeah,
you still
absolutely,
get it.
yeah.
'Cause we still get it just for nostalgia. I think we just never will go and get it now.
There's only one bloke that writes it. There's only 4 copies that go out.
Tom's Times.
Tom's
He just tells you what time stuff's on. He's like, oh, great, thanks very much.
But yeah, Only Fools and Horses.
That was
without a doubt, that was the
king of.
And it used to be on
telly, right?
As it got more popular. It was early. It'd be just after the Queen's speech. It'd be like the Queen's speech.
So yeah, things used to be sort of like 9 o'clock.
I remember Miami Vice, Miami Twice.
That's
Miami
right.
Was
Twice.
literally. I always remember that one being literally straight after the Queen's speech, and I'm really looking forward to it. Oh,
Yeah.
Well, so much so that the Queen used to do Del Boy impressions.
yeah.
She's massive, wasn't she? Yeah. Loads of rings.
So,
Oh, do turn
he used to
it
talk
in,
about
Rodney.
Philip as being a plonker.
We've got some half-price TVs. Oh, hello, Philip.
Oh, yeah.
Go on, do Only Fools and Horses.
Oh,
Yeah.
Can you imagine
Yeah,
if
yeah.
he does this? Pulls this out the bag.
You know what? That's one thing Dylan didn't teach me. Only Fools and Horses. Pretty much everything else in the world, ever.
But, so this could be self-taught.
Oh, okay, this is an exclusive.
It's to you especially. Freedom, David Bowie, LPs, gold chains, what's the name?
I feel that I smashed that.
That's all right. That's good work. Good work. So yeah, Time on Our Hands is the one though, isn't it?
That's
where
the
they,
big-
where
yeah,
they finally make it.
Exactly.
Yeah, that one I remember literally crying.
Gives you all the
after.
feels, doesn't it?
Yeah, I remember
Sit there
actually
just-
having tears
They're
coming down my
finally-
face.
They're finally millionaires.
It was the Batman. Well, it was the Batman one that was the.
Oh,
Yeah,
that was
the
good.
lead up,
Batman
wasn't
was-
it?
oh,
Yeah,
that's brilliant.
Was there 3 of them that year?
Yeah,
did-
yeah.
they
It
did
was like a
3,
trilogy, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's great, and like I say, it breaks my heart that they carried it on. That should have.
That was
would
the
have
thing, yeah.
ended
Let it end
perfectly,
and
yeah.
stuff. It was
That
so
was
good,
96, I think, or
but-
95.
Yeah, we
96.
definitely touched on it in the 90s
Yeah,
series,
yeah.
didn't we, as well?
It was.
but
I think it's still the most watched Christmas
I think it probably
Yeah,
is.
probably.
to be fair.
of all time.
Yeah.
It was like something like 27 million.
It
was just
ridiculous.
insane, wasn't it?
Probably hard for people to comprehend how much of the, like you say, the
It was an event.
It was.
Yeah, it's just
an
a one-
event.
a
It was like
one-off
Queen's
comedy
speech,
show.
Only Fools and Horses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were the two things you
Don't-
had to watch. Like,
You'd have to go very hard to find someone that just didn't like it.
Yeah,
Like,
it was proper universal.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
it was like I can't think of anyone like.
Yeah.
And if they was, they'd probably be like
Ostracised, or
yeah,
just like
100%,
sneered on, or sort of,
really,
wasn't it?
sort of, yeah. But yeah, that's how good it was.
What's your favourite ever episode of a Christmas like special? Not Only Fools sort of specific, but
the other one,
what's the other one that sort of stands
I
out
really
for you guys?
like was The Office.
I was going to say
Yeah,
it's
The
right
Office.
up
I mean,
there,
that
isn't it?
is it's brilliant. It's so well done.
Was that was a two-parter,
Two-parter.
wasn't
That's
it?
the one where Tim and
Dawn
Dawn get
finally
together.
Yeah.
kissed, didn't they? They come back and all this.
Oh,
But
it's just, I mean, it's not just funny as well, but it's actually
so
'cause
poignant,
that
isn't
storyline of them two is threaded through the whole
Yeah.
episodes, isn't
Yeah.
it, beforehand,
Yeah.
and it just gets to that climax.
because you think they've kind of missed the chance and then
yeah,
comes back, right?
It's brilliant, and then you get the little bit on the cake what makes it better is when Ricky Gervais tells Chris to fuck
Finchy
off.
to fuck
Yeah,
off.
exactly.
Because he's such a bastard to him all
Oh,
the
that's
time. He
right.
actually has the balls
Did you
to
not
say,
bring a dog with you? And he
takes
talks
the
about his
mick out of his
girlfriend. Doesn't he?
girl.
Yeah. Did you not say she just left?
Yeah.
You fuck off.
and he actually
Finchy.
just says,
Yeah,
like that
beautiful,
little,
isn't it?
like the icing on the cake where he just does that, and you're just like, oh yeah.
So good.
That was, yeah, so that's there might be some more, but them two,
Really stand out.
Yeah, for
when
me,
you sort of
like-
think Christmas.
I think I like
you,
the
Tom?
Peep Show one was good. Seasons Beatings.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Father Ted, the
I was
Christmas
going to say the Father Ted one was amazing, where they get lost
The
in
lingerie.
the lingerie section.
Section.
That whole host
Oh,
of
yeah, yeah.
all these
Yeah.
different priests all giving it.
Yeah, so-
Oh, we're all lost in here. What are we going to do? Follow me. We'll get through this. It's so good.
The other one as well that I remember as a kid,
Oh, you're going way back.
way back, but I think it's a good one. It's the bottom.
Holy. I've
Yeah.
written that down. I loved that episode.
Gold, Frankenstein, and Grrr. It's like
The aftershave.
The aftershave.
It's
yeah,
so good because you've got like
aftershave called
Richie, who's a virgin,
Yes.
finds a baby on the
Yeah.
doorstep.
It's
Doesn't he
like
cut a
proper.
finger off or something? He loses a finger halfway through it.
I think so. Yeah, it's
There's
proper chaos.
exploding sprouts.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
And there's they make it's not brandy butter. Eddie makes vodka margarine, smearing it all over this pudding. They light it and this thing just goes up,
Blows up,
like
yeah,
Piper
yeah.
Alpha,
Oh,
doesn't it?
wait, yeah.
Really
That's
good. Really, really. I mean, there's so many scenes. There's like a Vicar of Dibley one. Not everyone's cup
Yeah.
of tea, but obviously that always used to.
it was whatever the
to
big
rate.
comedies were at that time. They always did a Christmas special, didn't they?
Oh,
They had to.
they made a specific point of doing it.
Yeah.
Less so now, but the one that always got me was the Royal Family, where
Yeah.
Denise goes into labour as well.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's
he's in
like
the
the
bathroom
first time.
with her, isn't
Yeah, it's the first
Yeah.
time they finally sort of leave the confines of the
Yeah, yeah.
the sofa and stuff.
Other thing I remember about Christmas TV was the films being thoroughly disappointed every year. Or there was occasionally, like as a kid, that started off okay, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Like the classics they'd save for Christmas started off good. And the years going on, they get shitter and shitter. Just where
Go on,
when
you
like
got a for instance
Sky
sort of
started
thing.
to come in.
This is the time when it'd be like a premiere on ITV or something like that.
Yeah, this is before
Okay.
Sky took the
Yeah,
monopoly
yeah.
of all the films.
Yeah.
And then, but it'd still be like 4 years since you'd probably seen it in the cinema or whatever. But
Yeah,
it'd
it's
be
a
a
long-
big thing. But
long,
if you
long
hadn't
wait,
have got to
wasn't
the
it?
cinema,
Yeah,
it's a
you're
big
right.
deal, and that'd
Yeah.
be kind of good. But yeah, it got a little bit sort of.
So
after a while.
they'd make a big deal of like a Shrek or something being
Yeah.
that
Yes.
kind of premiere, but
Yeah, there would be, and it'd have a sponsor, and it would be like,
full scale.
full on.
Whereas now it's just available
it's just
everywhere,
crap,
isn't it?
Yeah, you've seen it
A
hundreds
million
of times
times
before it
before.
comes
Yeah.
And the other thing was just being. I used to get really excited on Christmas Eve watching the Snowman.
Oh,
Every year
yeah,
that would
yeah.
kind of keep. It'd have to be on Christmas Eve watching the Snowman.
Yeah, you're right.
It would get me in the mood.
I mean, it's
just
shit,
like, yeah.
but it's nostalgia, isn't it?
Yeah,
I think
It's
don't
that
know,
tradition
think it-
thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't
That's
think
what it is.
you look at the back at it now. I don't think it's shit. It's quite sweet actually. The
Yeah,
story, but-
it's just.
I don't think
know
it's
it's,
there's
it's
not
just
enough
very
ex-
Christmassy.
yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah,
It just,
yeah.
like you say, you have to kind of watch
Clearly not enough explosions in it for Phil.
Yeah.
Bloodthirsty maniac. He's like, this is rubbish.
yeah.
When's he die? When's he get his head blown off? What's going on?
Is that
That's
he
not Christmas.
melts? How boring is that?
Absolutely right, though.
Yeah.
I used to love Christmas
Needed
TV.
Bruce Willis to say
Yeah.
yippee ki motherfucker. Just-
Well, you say that. Is Die Hard a Christmas film? Let's just get into it.
Let's
straight
come back
away.
to that.
yeah.
Come back to that.
I thought we were going to have that discussion because I think that we're going to come to blows on it.
before
aren't
we
we?
come back to that.
Before we move on, I was just going to say, is there anything now that sort of floats your boat Christmas-wise, as in a film or TV, basically? Because I've got one that I look forward to.
Oh, do you know-
No, I don't know.
I'm not so
probably
sure
is,
that.
but
I don't think we really watch. Weirdly, we don't watch a lot of telly on Christmas
No,
Day
I don't
or
think I do
Boxing
anymore.
Day. It's just kind of.
Really?
It's
Oh,
nice
okay.
just to sit around and we play a lot of parlour games and stuff. And
you'll
actual
get
board
like the
games.
odd thing like Taskmaster.
Do you say you play a lot of Parliament games?
Parlour games.
Oh, wow. You mean with the right honourable gentleman.
We just like toilet paper. Rah, rah, rah. We just shout at each other and then put it all on expenses.
Sounds like most people's
It's
Christmas.
nice,
Isn't it?
Just like the Christmas special, like this podcast, which is absolutely superb.
Unmissable.
Some might say.
Is that
You'll
in
be
the
li- You'll be listening to
It's
this
not a
on
faulty Christmas special in the Radio Times.
yeah.
Then 4 people
We're going to be on the cover.
Yeah.
Imagine that, us three.
Christmas jumpers.
Well, I was going to say, we'll definitely post a picture of us three wearing this clubber.
Yeah, and if we're not on the
Because
radio,
it's-
front cover Radio Times, we're going to be very
We'll have to like, properly ham it up and just do our potential Radio Times cover. Okay.
We should try that.
That's what we'll do.
We won't make it this year. We should definitely try and get on for the
Plus,
2023 Radio
2023,
Times cover.
that's our goal.
That's our petition.
Plus,
We're gonna
plus
get-
if anyone wants to book me for weddings, christenings, and funerals, I'm available for my harmonica skills.
Funeral with Del just blasting out tunes and hymns
the
on
Wing
the
Beneath Our
harmonica.
Wings dance version.
I'll start playing Fix You by Coldplay. on
Everyone's
this.
sitting there going, what's he playing? This is horrible.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the dance version. It's the
yes.
dance version. So what's the thing that floats your boat for Christmas, Richie?
Is Julia Donaldson's adaptation?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah, like the Gruffalo and
Yeah, the
that,
Gruffalo,
yeah,
like
yeah.
Stickman.
Oh, you're right.
and,
Yeah, they have suddenly become a bit of a tradition all of a sudden.
Yeah, I did
Yeah,
get excited when the Gruffalo was on, I must admit.
How excited!
I love the
excited.
Gruffalo.
Full on
Absolutely.
boner.
He just loves going in the woods, doesn't
I
he?
used to just love the Gruffalo reading the book. So
Yeah,
yeah,
no,
when
I
it
do, yeah.
was out
Yeah,
about
yeah,
5,
you're right.
6 years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, some of them.
God, yeah.
Some of them haven't been as
They've done
good,
quite a few,
but-
haven't they? The Broom on the Broom. And
Yeah,
all
Room on the
those
Broom.
things.
Broom on the
Yeah,
broom.
yeah.
The Prude on the Broom. This is a Prue from the Great British Bake Off on a broom.
Keeps, I think you meant a prude, just doesn't want to take her clothes off. I
Quite
don't know why a witch would be taking their clothes off.
Won't unbutton her top.
Well, if they're in cats
Well,
on Halloween,
exactly. Too
they'd
darn right
totally
they
be
are.
taking their clothes off.
Very different kettle of fish. Yeah, you're right. That's a nice little adaptation that keeps on going.
Did you call me a bitch? No, I called you a witch. Oh, no, sorry.
Is that the slightly adult one?
Yeah, isn't it?
Jim Davidson take on it.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's quite sweet, actually. Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that because it sort of takes me back a few years to when the kids were slightly smaller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nice touch.
Yeah.
Anything like that, Roald Dahl's Revolting Rhymes as well. And that's
they were
You
amazing.
get the David Williams ones now as well, don't you?
Yeah, he does
Do a lot of
ones,
them, don't they, now?
like Gangster Granny and all that. They've
Yeah.
done a
All
few
that
of that.
business, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, so there's still... It's nice that there's something, not traditional, but a tradition that's sort of carrying on. Because otherwise it all seems to get a bit lost, doesn't it? Mm. We don't want that. No. It's a time for tradition.
Exactly.
It is.
Beautiful. Right, let's crack on with this. Let's call it a Christmas special, because that's what it is. But we're not just going to limit ourselves to Christmas. We're going to fill in with us three doing our John Cazale challenge. Sorry, the Joe Cazale challenge. So, Phil, seeing as you've got a big mouthful of food, do you want to tell us what it was?
You know what the John Cazale challenge is now?
No, I don't. Just want you to just reiterate.
John Cazale, famous actor in the 70s.
Of course he was.
First 5 films were legendary.
Yeah, do you remember what they were? Because this gets us every single time we do it.
Godfather Part 2, The Conversation, Deer Hunter,
And Dog Day Afternoon. We got there. Well played.
So obviously classic 5 films.
Nothing in between.
Nothing
in a
in between.
row.
That's
the tough bit.
That's the link. The link can't be broken between 5 films. Doesn't have to be the first 5 films, so it could be at any point in their career.
Yeah.
But the link must start and finish with 5 films without the link being broken.
So we've asked all of our guests that we've had on thus far to attempt it.
We have.
With some success, some failures, unfortunately. But we haven't had a bash ourselves. So we're going to start.
And then at the end of the season, we'll
rate them all kind of thing.
We'll
And
work out who actually won.
yeah, with the best.
And I'll win a signed John Cazale.
It's going to be tough to get that. But we'll find
Maybe
one.
we'll find Joe Cazale instead.
Yeah, I think we've got more chance of getting him to sign something. A signed boxing glove. But yeah, so we're going to kick this off with Richie D in the hot seat.
Oh, hello,
So,
people.
Richie, the mouth organ man himself. Are you
Richard the
ready?
organ.
Richie the organ Dello.
Sounds like I'm a porn star.
It's very much so.
Mick.
That we're going to come back to. But yeah, are you ready to take on the Joe Cazale challenge?
I am Joe Cazale. Funny enough, I was watching Joe Cazale last night because the Deer Hunter was on TV.
It was watching, wasn't it? I saw that.
I
Yeah.
started watching
how
that, and
apt.
I found it hard to actually stop watching it, to be fair, even though it's a fucking 3 and a bit hour film.
You're like, I'm committed till 2 a.m.
Yes.
Here we go.
No,
It was on
100%.
late as well. It was on about
Yeah, it was,
11, half 11, wasn't it?
I know.
And I saw it and thought, fuck that.
Pushing through until like the very small hours of the morning.
Yeah, well, even in the slow bits, it just had me draw me in. But yeah, I thought of old John and that's why I've gone for Kenneth Williams. It's Carry On Camping. It's Carry On. No, I've gone for everyone's favourite Italian barista. It's Al Cappuccino.
Al Cappuccino.
Al Cappuccino.
So we haven't had him before, have we?
No.
Our guests and stuff. So,
No, so
can you
I've
talk
gone-
us through the films?
Now, he has
was in?
done some stinkers as well. It's great films he's done.
Okay.
So are you
has
going to
done
be
some-
the arbiter of all things,
So he
whether
starts
this
with
qualifies?
intrigued, yeah.
So he starts off with The Godfather. Though, if the list, anyway, my list starts off with The Godfather.
Okay, solid
So,
start.
yeah, solid
Can't argue
start.
with that. No
Number
arguing.
2, you probably won't know about it, but acclaim-wise, like again,
This already sounds like it's going to be.
won't
it's,
know about
it's a legit film. It's The Scarecrow. It's a road trip movie with Gene Hackman, and they go on,
Okay.
and it's about them trying to set up a car wash business down the line, but they've got to get to their situation. They've both got problems,
Right.
but it's sort of like I don't know. It's a buddy movie, but I know Gene Hackman's come out of prison. Al Pacino's kind of a bit wiry, a bit crazy, and they've all got to get to their destination, but there's all
Right.
these problems in the way. But yeah, it is a decent film, and it has won sort of one of prestigious awards at Cannes and stuff. So it's a
okay.
legitimate film. So
Right.
if you're past that, I don't know if you've seen The Scarecrow, mate. It's a drama film. It's not necessarily a big sort of action film
Yeah.
or whatever, but it's a legit film.
Who is it, like Francis Ford Coppola or something? Directed it or
I
something?
can't remember who directs it. It might be one to look up actually while I'm talking through this actually. But the next one, number 3, is Serpico.
Yeah,
that's a great film.
That you can't
That's
argue
it.
with. Yeah.
He plays Frank Serpico. It's based on a real life event, and it's just basically sort of about going through with a system. He's a policeman, and he's going through the system of dodgy policemen, corrupt policemen, and basically people taking backhanders and payoffs.
All he's looking for is bent coppers.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, it's a good film.
And it's great. It's great acting, and then I found it by chance, really, or I think I just was a massive. I've always been a massive.
I was going to say you really liked Pacino anyway, didn't you? So you probably just
I prefer
exhaust the big obvious ones and then start to delve into the back
I
catalogue
like
a bit
him
more.
because he's less sort of macho as De Niro, but he's a great actor, but he's still. In each of his roles, he plays someone who can be kind of
threatening
weak.
and stuff as well at times, isn't he?
Well, he can be hard, he can be threatening, but he can also be quite sort of like in Dog Day Afternoon, he plays a gay guy.
Oh, yeah, he's very vulnerable as well.
So he plays all
He's got a
different
bit of
types. I'm not saying De Niro doesn't, because De Niro's got a great range, but I just find him a little bit. I prefer him to over.
Out of the two, you'd plump
Jerry
him,
Schatzberg.
Jerry Schatzberg.
It's just called Scarecrow.
I feel like you've made that
Scarecrow.
name up entirely.
Jerry Schatzberg.
Jerry Schatzberg directs.
And then he follows with number 4 is The Godfather Part 2. So again, it's a
Constantly
great
rated
film.
as one of the
De Niro's in
best.
that actually, but they're in obviously separate. They're not in the scene.
Is this a
till-
legit list so far for
Oh, I
you?
haven't looked,
Are
I'm
you
just looking
comfortable?
at that.
And then the last one
It's gotta
is
be,
he in with old John Cazale or John Cazale,
Dog Day
John
Afternoon?
Joe Cazale,
Joe
from Adam and Joe. His Dog Day Afternoon.
Wow.
That's the list.
That's pretty good, isn't it?
So,
That does work. If they all stack up.
Godfather, Scarecrow.
Serpico, Godfather Part 2, and Dog Day Afternoon.
I have to check out Scarecrow.
It's not bad at all, is it?
Yeah,
Can't
the other
argue with
4
that.
are. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll let you think. You might, if you come back to that, you might want to call me out on it if you watch it.
That's good.
I know you'll
Sure.
do your. I know Phil will do his film homework. I don't know,
Inevitably he will. I'm
I'll
sure.
check it out.
I'm sure
That's
we'll check
good.
it out.
That
one
is
of the
good,
things,
that.
but that's solid.
Yeah, just thought that. But it was
That could be challenging Harrison Ford, that one.
Yeah, I think Ford's, I would
Ford's-
suggest, was definitely up there.
I think what we'll
wasn't
have to do is there's a scoring procedure. We'll have to do our own procedure and pick what ones we think best, and then do an IMDb average rating score of the films and see who actually
interesting.
finishes out on top. That could be
Yeah,
good.
a lot of work.
Yeah.
A lot of work for the PA whenever she comes back to work.
Yeah, well,
Exactly, yeah.
once she's booked our Christmas do.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Nice, Richie D. Solid. Can't argue with that. So we'll come to Mr. Reynolds and myself a little bit later in the cast.
Yeah.
But we've got some competition.
Yeah, definitely.
Lots to live up to. Dang. Well, let's stay on the movie theme then, shall we? And talk about our favourite Christmas films. Ooh. I mean, there's a lot out there, isn't there?
Yeah.
Aside from obviously all the ones that Channel 5 show in the afternoon.
So we're doing top 5 for Christmas ones?
So yeah, normally obviously we would do like top 3s, wouldn't we? But because there's so much out there for both music and films, I reckon a top 5 is probably fair. So I imagine there'll be a bit of crossover.
Yeah,
amongst
I
ours.
imagine
So let's go with you first, Reynolds. Though you give us your 5, and then we can sort of discuss as we need to.
So Christmas films, yeah?
Christmas films.
Okay.
So the question I posed slightly earlier was: is Die Hard a Christmas film?
Okay.
Will we find it in a list? Let's discuss.
Right, well, number 5, Die Hard.
Straight in, wallop.
And the reason it's 5, it would be higher as a film and such, but if we're going specifically for Christmas, I do class it as a Christmas film, but I can watch that any time of the year.
Yeah, I think that's the difference, isn't it?
Whereas the other 4, I will only watch at Christmas
because
time.
as we know, 1st of December onwards, you're all about Christmas.
Exactly, but I do
when
class
when
Die
does
Hard.
Christmas end for you, by the way?
Probably like New Year's Eve.
Oh, okay, you'll carry it through.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I thought like midnight, 25th.
No.
Take it all down. That's it.
No. Let it crack on.
Starts pulling everyone else's decorations down.
Kicking them out the door.
I mean, I am
You've
kind of-
overstayed your welcome.
I'm bored-
Bugger off.
I'm
I'll
bored
see
with
you
the
next
Christmas
year.
songs by then, but generally the radio starts on with their like 1,000 greatest
Yeah,
British
you're right. Yeah.
Okay.
songs of all time by then. So
Absolutely,
you're
good
all
point.
right by then, aren't you? But
Okay, so Die Hard. Are we going to allow Die Hard as a
Well,
Christmas
I've got
film?
a few like similar to this, which may be debatable, may not be. I think they're more Christmassy than Die Hard, but I don't know what.
But did I have a soundtrack? Because Die Hard has a Christmas soundtrack all the way through it.
Does it really?
The music is all
Christmas.
Jingle Bell. If you listen to the actual score, The scores are actually like Jingle Bells or
Like proper well-known.
Yeah, like just
they
very
do.
subtly
that's
put into the thing.
Yeah, they would have. Yeah,
Is all like
they would have. Yeah, but not probably. I don't know about all the way through.
Yeah, if you ever watched Die, I didn't. It was like probably a few years ago, and it's just suddenly I was like, you don't notice it, but the score is Christmas songs, just done in different ways.
Isn't it like when he lets Hans Gruber go, like Shaking Stevens? Merry Christmas.
Yeah, it just pops up.
They're going to redo it with like "Let It Go" from Frozen as he falls to his death.
But no, yeah. So,
Okay, well, I think there's
So
enough
it's
been
fine.
said over it. It's allowable.
yeah,
It's set at
but
Christmas,
because I can watch
Rickman's
that,
falling.
because I can watch that any time of year,
Yeah.
like, so I put
know
that
what you mean.
and
Hans
in my
Gruber.
5th spot. But it is a great film.
Yeah,
One I'd only seen that maybe a year ago, I think.
Okay, and what did you? Because do you remember when you watched the Terminator and you said we had the
It's so
nostalgia
old,
part
and
of
it's-
it?
yeah.
That you don't have that. What did you find? Did you like Die Hard even though
So-
you didn't have the nostalgia?
It
parts of
it is a good film. It's obviously it's very dated and all the rest of it, and there's so much like homoerotic stuff in there, and the whole he's fallen in love with this cop almost just over the space of 2 hours or something. He just crawls over broken glass to hug him at the end and stuff. It's all very, very American, but it is a good film. I won't deny it. But Rickman makes anything,
he's
or
good
made
in it.
anything
He's
good that he was in, wasn't he? So
I think we did this before, but the bit where the Shaking Stevens hand drop.
yeah,
He's actually when the stuntman did that actual take,
Counts down and-
he said he was going to count to 3 and let him go, but he just lets him go on 1.
And that's why. So
it's a
his
genuine
reaction.
it's a genuine
reaction.
shot.
Yeah, his reaction is
that's
genuinely like fuck.
Here we go. Yeah, it's a decent film. I won't deny it. It's one of the few from that kind of era that haven't aged terribly.
Got to watch that. Yeah, I've got to watch all these Christmas films actually. So it's good.
So that's only number 5.
Okay.
Number 4
What's creeping in above Die
is Home
Hard?
Alone.
Ooh,
Only
nice.
at 4.
Yeah.
Wow.
I do like it.
Yeah.
I think it's one of them films. It's just. So I've seen it so many times, and I do like it, but it does get a bit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I've said but I don't agree. Obviously, because it was my Desert Island Dick's
of
sort of
course.
choice of the
Yeah.
90s. So
Yeah, no,
I think it's a wonderful
No, I
film.
do. I
it's great.
like it. I love it. I don't. Just out of the rest of the films,
Yeah.
I don't know. Just
I totally
it
understand.
grates
It's
on me
kind
a
of
little
an
bit more.
acquired taste a bit more because it is still him being quite saccharine.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. It's too. It doesn't go. It's on House and him all the time.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
it just starts to grate on you. Where
Yeah.
I don't
You
know.
need a bit more diversity.
Yeah,
maybe,
but it's still a great film. But so I put out 4.
You know it's proper Christmas when Home Alone comes
There's
on.
another
though.
film that's done on like a cheap, with such a cheap
I'll bet,
budget.
yeah.
It was filmed in like a gymnasium. The house in there, it's like
Oh, really?
a school gymnasium. Yeah,
Because you can
So,
now
yeah.
stay. Have you seen like on Airbnb and stuff? You
okay.
can stay in the actual
Really?
house and stuff.
I mean, yeah, it must
okay.
be. I mean, 80% of it's in the house, isn't it?
Vast,
Yeah.
It's a huge, great place, isn't it?
But they said the hardest bit was getting Joe Pesci.
To actually sign up to the whole
Yeah,
to the thing.
that's what the hardest bit was.
Was he
yeah.
big then, though?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
well, he
because
just
that was
come off
90,
like,
so it would have been like Goodfellas and stuff.
like
Yeah.
that,
That was the same year. I mean,
My
Bean
cousin
Preston's-
Vinny, and all that.
I think that was
stuff.
after, wasn't it? My cousin Vinny. Was he that big? I mean,
Yeah, he was in Lethal Weapon, wasn't he, and all that.
that was after.
Oh,
He
was
wasn't
it
in the
after?
original one, was he? Lethal Weapon was 87, 88. He was in like 2 or 3, wasn't he?
Oh, fair
I think
enough.
when he
then, mate,
came in.
but
I think Home Alone is what made him, really, isn't it?
I thought it was
But
good.
Goodfellas. Well, it depends. They were so both 1990, so it depends what come.
I think
It was
is
definitely
Goodfellas
his star was definitely
That's-
in the
that's the way-
ascendancy. You would argue.
When I watched the thing about it, that's what the way they portrayed it was.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't have thought he'd have been a big star. It's not like getting, I don't know, like De Niro or.
He might
Stallone
be a
or something
shout
like that.
for. You might surprise you with a shout for the Joe Cazale.
Oh, intriguing.
I have to quickly check that one up. Actually.
Quick, makes notes yourself.
Number 3.
So where are we? Die Hard.
Die Hard, Home Alone.
Alone.
4. So number 3, I think this is a Christmas film.
Oh, hello.
I
He's
like it as a
doubting
Christmas film.
himself
It's a bit of a
already.
new one, and the reason I like it is because us as a family, we all like it. We'll all watch it.
Okay, yeah.
Is Daddy's Home 2.
Daddy's Home too. I thought you were going to go with something really sweet, like the Polar
all about
Express or
that, yeah,
something.
yeah.
See,
and you've come up with Daddy's
Home's not a
too.
Christmas film, but
Yeah.
Daddy's Home 2 is set at Christmas time.
Okay.
And
Well,
it's-
if we're allowing Die Hard, then you got to kind of allow
No,
anything
it is,
that's
yeah.
set at Christmas. haven't you?
I think it's better than the first one, Daddy's Home 2. You got Mel Gibson, who's like Mark Wahlberg's
Oh,
dad.
and John
Yeah.
Lithgow.
John Lithgow
Yeah,
is like,
yeah,
and
yeah.
he's funny in it. Them because they're so lovey-dovey, and Mel
opposites
Gibson's
and stuff,
just like, what the fuck's all this?
Yeah.
And they go away to this like
a retreat.
To like, and it's really funny, and they end up in the cinema at the end, and they start singing what do they call it?
Yeah, I can't remember. Yeah,
a Band-Aid song, don't they?
That's it.
And it's got John Cena
Christmas.
in it. Comes in at the end, doesn't
Amazing.
it? But yeah, I think that's great.
That's
that
a good
film.
shout,
It kind of
actually.
sneaked in over the years. It's become like quite favourite. I'm like, this is a great Christmas film.
So
Actually,
you now look forward to watching that over one of the older.
yeah,
Home
but
Alone
I'd rather watch that than Home Alone, for example. I think.
Fair play. Fair play.
So yeah, Daddy's Home at 2 and number 3.
This is where it gets confusing.
Number 2 is Elf.
Love. I mean,
Again,
what can you say?
Yeah, we kind of touched it
Yeah,
on the
exactly,
last
yeah.
one, but
2000. Yeah, we touched it in it's 2003.
it is a great film.
So
Again, I
good.
love that.
I've already seen it. So
Yeah.
just for reference, we're recording this on like the what is it, 2nd of December, and I've already seen it.
Wow, really?
I mean, I'll
be
any time.
Yeah, and I haven't watched it yet, but I will
I'm
be.
saving it.
Yeah, I will be watching
I'll
it.
watch it again before Christmas.
And I'll look forward to it because it is good. It's just
So good.
just easy
so,
watching.
So good. Yeah.
Fun. But number 1 is It's a Wonderful Life.
Oh, I knew you'd
You're going
go back,
traditional.
Yeah, I love this film. It's so good. Such
Was
a good
it not
film.
30s? Is it 30s?
40s, I think it is 40s. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was
Test of time
again.
job.
It was. I think originally it was like a short story. It was a Christmas card
Okay.
by Frank Capra, and he just sent it out, and he just picked up, and then he made it into a film.
Interesting, isn't it?
And obviously
Wow.
Jimmy Stewart just been in the war, was fought in the war, so he'd come back and done
Yeah.
it. I didn't see it till very late. I saw it probably 20 years ago. I think that's when I first saw it.
Okay.
And probably good, actually, because I probably wouldn't appreciate
I was
it
going
if
to
it
say,
any
yeah.
younger.
Yeah.
But it's quite long. It's actually quite dark for a Christmas film,
Yeah,
isn't
it's
it?
really
It's
dark.
kind of suicide, essentially.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah, he's trying to. He does obviously like his life, and then it goes to show what happens to everyone, and what him not living, what circumstances that would have done to everything else, and,
Yeah.
and it shows what like kind of a good
The
guy he
ripple
was,
effects
and
type of thing,
and how everyone then
Yeah.
feeds back to him, and and at the end, it's one of the best endings. It's such a feel good.
I was going to say, it's just pure.
Yeah,
pure
just like it's one of them.
I know the scene. I know the scene that you mean.
Yeah, it's just like you just watch it and just think like, yeah, just
You know it's coming.
being
but
good
yet
is-
still, you're like,
yeah, it's just like that's
It's a
what
hug.
being a good guy is.
Yeah.
It's all our dreams would be if we ever got in
there's a
trouble
payoff.
like he is.
Yeah.
People, you be good to people, gets fed back to you, and they all come and help you out in the end, and that's how it should be, innit? It's like that. I love it. Yeah, it's just I can never get bored of that
I
film.
never realised what a good actor he was. So I saw
No,
the
he's
film.
great, isn't he, Jimmy Stewart?
Well, Harvey. I saw the film
Yeah,
Harvey.
that's a great film.
And he's just it's him talking to like a
rabbit,
an
yeah.
imaginary rabbit.
you
But
got
he just-
to have some chops
But
to
you
pull
buy
that off,
into
haven't
it.
you?
You
Yeah.
buy into
There's
it.
definitely a
It's
rabbit there.
Yeah. He's very good, Jimmy Stewart. But yeah, I could. I haven't watched. We always that's like a tradition. We'll not necessarily the kids. They feel black and white.
Yeah,
we're
black and
watching
white.
that,
Yeah,
but
might as well have subtitles.
me and
You
Claire,
can,
me and Claire
you can
always
get the
like-
colour version.
Yeah, I've never seen that. Yeah,
Would you want it in colour?
Yeah, I don't know. I've never seen
Would
it.
it lose something?
Probably.
Probably, yeah,
know what I
I
mean?
think so.
But yeah, great film.
That's a good shout. That's a nice.
So
nice
watching-
there's something for everyone in there. Bit
like
of action,
watching
bit of comedy,
Laura and
bit of
Hardy in
schmaltz.
colour.
Yeah, exactly. Definitely lose
Yeah.
that Chaplin or something of that.
Yeah,
It's just
not
not
the-
quite right, is it?
No.
Something would be amiss. Well, Del, can you rival that list?
I don't know. I don't know if I can.
It's
but
pretty.
I'm gonna
It's
go-
pretty decent.
Yes, I've got. I don't know. I found it hard actually to. I've got a joint fifth, if you allow. it.
Oh, he's already.
Oh, he's breaking the rules
it's an
already.
outrage, isn't it? It's an
Look at him.
absolute
Give him an extra
outrage.
2 already, and
I know,
he wants
I
another
know,
one.
yeah.
I was talking about this with the family over dinner, and they were
Jim-
like, five? You must be able to do that. And then they started going through it themselves, and they were like, oh,
Well, I think-
that's actually quite tough. You've got to be quite selective.
Yeah.
I think
And I
Jim's-
went, Phil always cheats doing this. And I've been literally thrown a curveball with Del coming out with, I've got a joint.
Well, it's up
five.
to you because I can either keep this back if you don't think two of mine are Christmas films. So it's up to you.
Well, I think basically if it's set at Christmas, you're laughing.
Oh, okay. Well, I do. If you let me do the joint fifth, because this one was the tough one.
What do you reckon, Phil? You're the
Yeah,
arbiter.
yeah, fuck
Yeah,
it.
it's
Well,
Christmas.
yeah,
Come on,
number-
guys, it's Christmas.
My number.
All right, go
number
on. 5.5.
is Home Alone, which I know is going to annoy you. Jimmy. But,
Why did we allow this
a
shitty
little
sixth
bit,
one?
A little bit with Phil, it is great, but it's so played over.
Oh yeah, I totally understand. Yeah.
And it's just that I can't escape it, and I love it, but at the same time, I don't want to resent it. So
yeah,
that's
use sparingly.
I'm trying to like miss out on it this year, so I can get back into it.
Yeah.
So the joint one, I really like this film, and it's Nativity.
Oh, do you know what? I did not remember that, and I love that.
And it's the
Martin
guy
Freeman,
from
Mr. Jolly.
my new best friend.
Yeah.
Mr. Jelly or Mr. What?
Mr.
no,
Jelly.
He's Mr. Jelly.
Yeah, he's like the playground or the classroom assistant.
He just makes it for me. We're playing off against Martin Freeman, who's very dry and sort of like uptight.
Yeah.
At the point, I thought he was going to be quite big, that guy, because after he'd done My New Best Friend and then that.
Yeah,
nothing really happened after that.
He does little bits and that, but I just love it. Again, he's very childlike, a bit like Elf. So you kind of buy into that, and he's just sort of like he's the naughty, even though it's an adult.
It's the joy of being a kid,
child, and he's sort of encapsulates that.
Oh, I really like that. That's really annoyed me now.
I have seen it. I can't remember. My kids love it. They always watch it. But
3 now, isn't there? Because you've got like tenants in one.
They get a bit stupid.
And then there's a different Mr. Jelly, or there's a relation or something like. But Pam Ferris is in it, and she's always good. Like,
she's the headmistress, isn't she? And stuff.
She brings a good one.
But there's Jason Watkins is in it.
Yeah, he's great in it as well.
As the rival school kind of headmaster.
And his history between Martin Freeman, him,
they were all Ashley Jensen.
Yeah. So again, as a
and Toby Jones. Is it Toby Jones? Is he in the one? Is it Toby Jones?
Maybe
Toby Jones.
Maybe, might be in the second one. I don't know.
Quite possible.
But I'm not. Normally, British comedies don't do it for me, and I love this. But it's a Christmassy film, and like I say,
annoyingly, I love British films, and I've forgotten it.
You missed it. Ooh,
damn it.
Okay.
Didn't have Hugh Grant in it.
Oh, man, yes, exactly.
Just call your jets, sweetie.
But
that's a good shout. I'm glad we gave you the extra one, because that's
I think it's great actually.
Love that film.
Number 4 is Gremlins.
Yes.
Again, I love this. This is just so different. It's silly, but it's scary enough, and I remember it being scary enough as a kid to buy into it, but not being too scared, because there's loads of stupid things like the woman in the
she liquidizes it or
the liquidize the gremlin, and when also with the stair lift with the lady in the stair lift, they speed it up so she flies out the window when they're all like watching the thing in the cinema.
That's right.
Spike
then the second one is more comedy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's more.
The second one does become.
I'm not a massive fan of the second one, but it's still okay. I just love the element of they get the Mogwai from the Chinese man, and he's sort of laying down the rules of like basically
music's good in it as well, isn't it?
Yeah,
feeds.
Like basically that East against West. I'm giving you the trust.
Yeah,
you've got this precious thing. Don't fuck it up like
and
the world.
Instantly
like
fuck it up.
The world,
yeah, you're
so
right.
it's kind of there's a bigger message in that. Yeah. But again, it's sort of like I love the way it's come, and then he comes to save him at the end, and he picks up. And it's kind of heartbreaking because you kind of want him to stay, but you know it's the right thing for him to go back.
You can't be trusted with this. It's basically like a bank machine with your card when you've really taxed it over Christmas.
Kind of thing.
Pandora's you can't be trusted with this. I'm going to keep it.
It was just something new, something fresh, and it was it's great.
Yeah, I love that film actually. Really good film.
Right, then my number 3 is.
I feel like this is being changed.
Maybe. Actually, no. My number 3 is National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. It was my 2, but I think I'm changing it for this one. I love it. It's just great. I love all the National Lampoons. Chevy Chase.
The Christmas one I don't like as much. I like all the other ones, but
I really like the Christmas one over the others.
One of the least ones I like. I don't know why.
It's just the stupid stuff. There's very slapstick.
It's the Quaids in it.
Randy Quaid
makes me die.
Kind of like the hillbilly,
the unhinged
cousins. He's always sort of like putting upon like Chevy Chase.
Yeah.
And there's always something going on with Chevy Chase. He does well for himself. They've got a good family. They do well, but he's always, for some reason, he's got like a dark cloud over his head.
Yeah.
Things are going wrong. And the thing relating to him with the squirrels as well. I remember the squirrels and the dogs chasing around the house.
Kindred spirit for you, isn't it?
Yeah, anything from him hitting his head, opening the loft hatch and just the whole ladder just hitting him. Just stupid things like that from anything
the
around.
massive amount of lights on the roof and stuff. It's just
or even at the beginning where he's just flirting with the girl he's in the like the lingerie shop.
He pictures her in the swimming pool, doesn't he, as well, doesn't he? Yeah.
So he's always having that. They're very similar, the films, but they're like a bit like Carry-On films.
It's got Beverly D'Angelo in it as well.
Yeah, she's great as well. Yeah, she plays that.
He's a great film.
And even like, I think...
I love the European ones, but for some reason the Christmas one never...
I know. So George has got quite into this. He mentioned it to me when I was discussing it, and he was like, this really good one.
I just picked, again, I don't know if you'll think this is a Christmas one, but my number 2 is Trading Places.
Yes, I had that down to discuss.
I think, I'm not too sure, it's very much so, either I'm not too fussed whether it's 2 or 3 really, but with these 2. But yeah, again, I just remember like lots of different things, but it's just such a great sort of...
Do you know the bit I remember from that?
What, Jamie Lee Curtis?
Man, she's got the best boobs ever.
Yeah, that's what I mean, yeah. She has.
Honestly, that's the first time I just saw boobs, I was like, fuck, they're good.
Yeah,
honestly, like, she just gets them out in the mirror. I was like, wow. They are like the perfect boobs. And
the fact that you take a slight pause before you say, because you're still worried that someone's going to go, Philip, stop saying boobs.
Didn't the film only come out just last year, Phil?
Huh?
Didn't the film come out last year? Imagine I've only just seen boobs.
No, they weren't. They are.
43 years of age. Boobs.
Boobs. Yeah, no, that's great.
It's a great film. I really like that.
The battle between the classes and the fact of like the directors, don't they do the bet against.
Yes.
I can't remember. He's got a weird name, Dan Aykroyd, isn't it? And Wimpold or something.
Wimthorpe.
Wimthorpe, that's it. Yeah.
Wimthorpe the third, isn't he? Yeah.
And then Eddie Murphy's brilliant in it. Even Dedham Elliott's in it as he plays the butler,
the butler
and that. And Jamie Lee Curtis just plays like the prostitute, but down to a T. She's kind of got.
Do you know why? She's got great boobs.
Yeah, great. I haven't seen that film in ages.
I think you're really good
by myself.
I'm just gonna find out. Where's that pause button?
I think there's a few bits in it that maybe
there's some dodgies.
So like,
again, it's fallen foul of the time it was made. He becomes a Rastafarian.
That's right. Yeah, so there's a few things like that.
Carriage, doesn't it?
Generally, I think the heart's in the right place. I think, and I don't think it was meant to be offensive. But it is of its time. But predictable enough. I'm wearing the jumper you'll see in the photo, hopefully, itself. And again, it speaks for itself. It's amazingly, like we said, so we've done it to death, but it's still amazing. And I just love it. Yeah, it's great. My favourite one.
Too darn right, Richie.
By far. Good
bloody shout. Lovely list as ever. Some similarities with mine, but a couple to throw into the mix. So Trading Places and Gremlins I had sort of ummed and ahed, and then I thought I was going to go a bit more straight down the line Christmas.
Okay.
So, in at 5, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. But the Carey specific.
Yeah, I don't mind it, actually.
I thought it'd get really on my tits, so it's Christmas and him over the top, but really like it.
Someone said to me there's one released this year. It's more of a horror. They're doing a Grinch horror version.
So in the same way they did like Winnie the Pooh and all the rest of it, they've turned into horror. They're doing this. I've just seen a still for it.
Yeah, I think it was Claire actually said it earlier.
Really? Absolutely right. Grim. But this, lovely. Really like it. In at 4, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Yeah, love it. Already spoken about it. Very good choice, Richie. This one, surprised it didn't make either of your lists, if I'm 100% honest. In at 3, it's Love Actually.
Oh, wow.
Can you believe it? Exactly. I don't care what anyone says. I bloody love it. And we will be watching it in the Hegel Hill household this year as well. Love it. In at 2, Home Alone. And number 1 is, of course, Elf. What could it possibly be but that? Love it. So, honourable mentions. We've sort of talked about Trading Places and Gremlins. Scrooge didn't come up for either of you two. I really like. I like the Bill Murray.
I don't mind it, but I don't know.
It's just a nice take on.
Oh man,
the Carol.
Yeah, there's a song actually in it.
Are you going to play on the harmonica?
I'll do my best.
He's going to crowbar in so many now, isn't he?
I don't think I can.
Or did Bob not tell you that one either?
No, he kept that one to himself.
Fucking shit, Bob, didn't he?
What's the song that's?
It's Al Green and Annie Lennox. It's Give a Little. Is it Give a Little Love or A Little Love in Your Heart?
Oh, Give a Little Love in Your Heart. Yeah. That's nice. Yeah.
But does it come? It's not a traditional Christmas.
No, you're absolutely right. But I know exactly what you mean. Yeah. Because he starts talking down the camera and giving it all the whole.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. He sort of turns around, doesn't he, and becomes the the good guy after all. Yeah, it's a beautiful film. Really like that one.
Nice.
And the only other thing that I had down was A Muppet Christmas Carol, because kind of old school, but
it's quite good. It's good at one of the better Muppet ones.
Yes, yeah. There's some that are a bit flaky,
Did you have
but
any more
really like it.
No, I don't think so.
Honourable mentions. Anyone was. Lethal Weapon was in there actually. That come up. That was
It does come. Well, it's Shane Black, isn't it? So all these films are generally set at Christmas.
Oh, okay.
So they all kind of fall under that.
They fell into that
vague banner.
Yeah.
Polar Express, quite like that.
Really good. So there's a couple of newer ones. Arthur Christmas is very good as well.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I did like. It was the Netflix ones, the Christmas Chronicles.
Oh, Kurt Russell.
Yeah,
the recent.
I like them.
They're not bad actually.
Again, they're enjoyable, but they wouldn't make.
I think with most of these, they kind of have to be played year on year to kind of get that.
Well, I think it's a lot of these. Again, it's plays with nostalgia, isn't it?
Yeah,
I think 100%. Our kids have probably picked things like Chronicles and stuff like that because it's their childhood, isn't it? Whereas a lot of these 100%. Were just
absolutely. So the chance of getting them to sit down and watch It's a Wonderful Life, I think, probably slim to none. But
exactly.
Yeah, but things like Nightmare Before Christmas and Edward Scissorhands might just kind of creep in as well.
Is it?
I suppose
because
it's
falls under it.
It's set there, isn't it?
Yeah, it's one of again, I wouldn't consider it but,
a Christmas film per se, but it's
Nightmare Before Christmas. I never fancied that. Never watched it, but
Claire loves it, and the kids do as well. But I'm not a lover of it. But.
Yeah, a bit Marmite-y. But yeah, let's just agree. Elf is the greatest Christmas film of all time.
It seems so. Your two number ones, my number two.
66% agree, and you just bubbled under for you. It's got to be then, hasn't it?
There you go.
Got to be.
It's official.
It's official. We've solved it. The debate has been raging for years, and we solved it in a little under 20 minutes. Get that. Eat that, world. Happy Christmas.
That just reminded me of something. When you said 66%, that takes me back to the old Whiskers adverts for 9 out of 10 cats. 9 out of 10.
8 out of 10 cats.
8 out of 10
cats
prefer
Whiskers.
Prefer Whiskers. But for some reason, I had in my head that the cats are deciding. Like they're being interviewed.
They're in a little straw poll or a voting slip.
I just realised how weird it sounded, and I thought, no, it's not actually, because it's the owners. Yeah, so it's not the cats just going, it's fucking great, man.
Could I ask you a question, sir? Whiskers or? Oh, thanks very much. All the best. Have a lovely day.
See you next year.
Wow, Christmas films put to bed.
Yep.
So
I like it.
Oh, delish.
I like it.
Okay, let's carry on this Christmas special, kiddos. I think it's time for another Joe Cazale challenge, don't you? So we heard from Mr. Dello earlier on. Mr. Reynolds, hot seat time, baby. Are you ready?
No, actually, I'm not.
Oh my God, he's
but I am.
Himself. You're as ready as you're ever.
I haven't had. I've not had a good researching week, to be fair, but I'm going to go for it anyway.
Well, you know what they say.
Excuses in.
Fail to prepare.
I found
prepare to fail.
Loads of people with 4 great films in a row, but the 5th one would just
eluded you.
Yeah,
that's what it is. That's what makes it so tough.
Really tough.
That's what makes it so challenging.
My 5th, Joe Cazale challenge. I kind of feel.
I love that you're calling it Joe Cazale as well. Man.
Kind of feel like I'm cheating here as well, because I think we've mentioned this one a lot. And
are you using John Cazale? That would be the ultimate cheat, wouldn't it? Yeah.
No, I'm going to go for Tom Hanks.
Ah, okay.
What?
Yeah.
Tom Selleck.
So the list of films.
So are we like early Hanks, middle Hanks, late Hanks?
Well, I've had a look through, and then
it's tough because
so the one where there's an actual list of 5.
Because I think I skirted around him on my one, and I was like, I wonder if there's someone who'll choose it.
Mid Hanks.
Okay,
so I'm starting at Toy Story 2.
That's exactly the one I had. Yeah. Okay, so I can check this and legitimise it because I've got it here. So
Toy Story 2.
Can I guess the next one?
Yeah,
The Green Mile.
Green Mile.
Wow.
Yeah. Then this is the one.
Oh my God, I think me and Phil.
I mean, it is a good film, but I don't really rate it a lot. But he's Castaway. Still gets class.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, it's
Christmas classic.
You can even throw. There's one in the middle of here, which isn't a film at all, but it still gets good mention. Band of Brothers TV miniseries.
That is great.
So that's thrown in there as well, even just the next one. And the next one was, I think, mine and your number one choice was Road to Perdition.
Yeah. Oh well. Okay.
And then the 5th one is Catch Me If You Can.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's exactly what I looked at.
That was the 5 where I think I just thought. Yeah, like I say, I didn't have much time this week, but I thought I was just going through big actors and I was even looking like Meryl Streep and things. I think she's won loads of Oscars, but
that's every time we've spoken to a guest, they've always gone, "Well, it's got to be Hanks, and he's done loads."
Yeah,
and
that's what I mean.
Yeah, but I don't think he always does a weird one.
And I didn't want to go down that route. I was like, well, there must be someone else.
But,
and then I kind of did.
He's a big actor for a
like
reason.
I say, there was Kevin Costner. There was one where he had 4 like belters. I was thinking, and the 5th one was just
Waterworld.
It was something like that. Waterworld or The Postman or something. I was like, Postman. And then like Ryan Gosling had 4 crackers, but then the 5th one wasn't very. And I was like, oh god. So there was just a few four ones, but never got that 5th one. So
that's cool. Fair. Can't argue with that, to be quite honest with you,
Very good, very good.
Yeah, definitely legitimised anyway. So that's been given the tick.
Cool.
Good shout. For a man with very little research, nay bad, buddy, nay bad.
Yeah, thank you.
Let's talk music instead, shall we? Let's rattle through to our favourite Christmas songs. Because obviously every radio station now is like wall-to-wall Christmas music, and there are bloody thousands of the things. So getting 5... tricky. So let's start. We started with you with films, didn't we, Phil? Let's start with you, Richie D, on music then. Top 5, and then we can move on to what
I'm going with my...
Unless you've got a top 6 and you want to...
Are you going to play them all on the harmonica?
Yeah, 100%.
Can we guess them all? This is my first.
Do you want to... Yeah, I think so. Okay, no, we do 5. I did. I tell you what.
I had 11.
I had a Mariah Carey All I Want for Christmas. But
it is tough, man. It is tough to get 5 in. It really is.
If you'd asked me about 5 years ago,
at the moment that sneaks into my 5. But if you might mention one that might go, ooh.
I've literally in the last maybe 3 hours before coming here, I moved it into my 5 after eliminating it to begin with.
So it'd be interesting to see if something pops in. I can go, actually, do you know what? That is better than that one.
This is...
Go on, run with it, Richie. It's clearly left a stain on your heart.
Yeah, you know what? I'll keep it in because, it's been one of my top... It probably would have been higher, a lot higher.
It's actually a beautiful song. And
it's a beautiful...
she's annoying as well.
The video's great.
But it is a good... I must admit, it's a good feel-good Christmas song, isn't it?
It is a feel-good one, but she's a hell of a diva. And she says, she starts off with, I don't want a lot for Christmas. Well, you clearly do, because you're the lady that used to have fucking dressing rooms full of puppies.
Yeah, and white flowers only and all the rest of it.
Cut that crap out. That's not...
we know that's not true, Mariah.
But I'm sure Mariah of 10 years old probably... Actually, that's weird, her wanting someone...
She didn't want that much.
Yeah, maybe. Well, let's skip that. Let's just...
She doesn't want
18,
much, but...
Make her legal, 18.
Yeah, okay, 18, yeah. Mariah at 18. Yeah, she would have totally, wanted, I don't know...
cock?
Yeah, wanted cock
so keep it Christmassy, Phil. Keep it Christmassy.
From Bruce Willis as well, yeah. So that's what she wanted.
Specifically.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, he would have died hard.
Lovely. But number 4 is, and this is a surprising one. I don't know if a lot of you guys... Well, I think Jimmy will know. I don't know about you, Phil. Is One More Sleep by Leona Lewis.
Oh, yeah. I like that one.
Yeah, I really like this.
We were discussing this at dinner today.
Yeah, it's gone right up.
It's quite good. It's a good upbeat song.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It keeps
it's up there. A similar vein to Mariah Carey, I think.
But I prefer this one to Mariah, obviously, because it's 4 and she was 5. I don't know why I said
that. Makes perfect sense.
But this is where I kind of was having a problem because Shaky actually goes out, and that's I've got a little bit of a problem with that. That's why.
So what you've got is 2 divas and no room for the Welsh Elvis.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking of kicking Mariah out actually, because
Do you know Shakin' Stevens was the best-selling artist of the 80s?
Was he really?
Because of that song, probably.
This Old House and
Green Door.
He was the biggest-selling artist of the 80s, Shakin' Stevens.
Wow.
And I find that hard to believe. Like things like Michael Jackson and things like that. Though.
Yeah, he was huge, man.
Okay.
But yeah, that is a big claim, isn't it? That is a big stat. But no room. No room at the inn for you, Richie.
For Shaky, I feel a bit bad, actually.
So what keeps him out then? So we've got Mariah.
Right, number 3, Last Christmas by Wham. It's not the most cheery, upbeat song, but it's got a lot of memories for me. And every year when it's been played, I've kind of like, I would want to sort of grow out of it.
Yeah.
A bit
you
like,
just can't let go of it.
Yeah, I know, a bit like playing with like action figures. Really.
You still can't let go.
Still can't let go.
Something draws you back in.
It's still drawing me back in. But also the other thing,
video shit on that.
Yeah, it is as well. It's
the one where they're in like a lodge and
and it's a big dinner table. They're all just talking and laughing, and we're meant to know what they're going on about.
Yeah, it's no.
Can you believe we're being paid for this?
It's no Club Tropicana or like I'm Your Man or nothing like that. And yeah, out of all their songs, it's quite low. But I do like this song. And one of the other memories I have of this was at Zero's one Christmas Eve. There's a girl that I really like called Sarah. I remember grinding with her. Putting all the effort in, to Last Christmas. Yeah, it's not really a grinding song. You should be slow dancing.
Was she doing the fast version now?
yeah, and that's why I had her in the palm of my hands. Mouth organ, the mouth organ was ready, but actually the organ was ready. That was a problem. I was about, and then I tried to turn around to do the move, and then like I can't remember one of my mates like that basically noticed I had a like massive boner.
Now, what move was you going to do?
I was just going to go in for the kiss, for the
kill. He'd done all the prep.
But you had a boner.
I had a boner, and I think it was the friend who did him just pointed it out. And,
bad friend.
Straight away.
Lost all emphasis.
Well, you have to walk.
There's
that's why they didn't pull your trousers down to show it off more.
And then she obviously walked away, and then it became more poignant, the song. But also, it was weird walking around the club with a boner still. When you're not, when it's not someone in front of you, it's okay because it's kind of, but when you're walking around the club with a boner, that's got to get down quick. Otherwise, it's a problem. But number 2,
see why it's number. That's a great memory. I wonder why it's the.
It's the way you just went blah 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 boner. So number 2
is What Christmas Means to Me by Stevie Wonder. I love this. Very Motowny. Just like I love the
little
beginning
out of little out of left field there, Richie. You definitely will.
And then
that's what Christmas means to me. Yeah, it's good, man.
But number 1 is I think with Christmas songs they can be a bit cheesy, but this kind of gets a right balance. It's not cheesy, but it's just I think it's just a great song in itself. It's Fairy Tale of New York by the Pogues and Kirsty MacColl. It's a bizarre mix.
Classic for a reason.
It starts off with him talking, and it sounds like just a random pisshead, which he is very much
playing very much.
You forgive it, don't you? It's weird, isn't it?
And then like the Irish music kicks in along with Kirsty MacColl, and then his song, his vocals elevate, and it just becomes like a great song. And it's just weird them talking about certain things in it, but it all works, and there's certain lines in there, obviously.
So, I heard it, and I was going to say that the line that we all know, sort of the you scumbag, you maggot, and then the next bit. But I heard it in the car on the way up here, and They've obviously done it with like a sound-alike or something.
They're not bleeping it out, are they?
They're not bleeping it anymore. They've recorded the line now. And there's something like you're something and haggard. You're cheap and you're haggard.
Oh, okay.
So it's now like radio friendly again.
Yeah.
But obviously they can't use her because of her tragic accent. So
of course.
I couldn't quite work out how they'd done it. Whether they'd like sort of snipped letters and sort of bits out to Frankenstein a word together, or is it just a sound like? Didn't know. It's weird. I'm gonna have to listen to it a couple more times, but it's that awkwardness of sort of singing that sort of is thing now gone.
Yeah, which that was the thing. But just as a song, anyway, I just like it as a song. I think it's a great song. It's Christmas. It's not cheesy.
Yeah,
it's not. I don't know, but it's still authentic Christmas. It just gets it right for me.
It skirts a fine line, doesn't it? Because it's quite melancholic and all the rest of it, and alcoholic and all the other colours.
Yeah. But for some reason, it captures everything along with It's
not often you get like the drunk tank and all the rest of it mentioned in a Christmas song.
You're talking about drunks being outside, and you're right. But it's
a good song, man. It's a very good song because it actually makes my top 5 as well. It's my number 5.
Okay,
there's a nice little segue in.
Cool.
My number 4, I mentioned I've bumped Mariah in at the expense of "Lonely This Christmas" by Mud.
Really?
Do you know, for years I swore that was Elvis who sang that song.
actually,
It's only recently, but I've just always thought it was Elvis. It just sounds like him. And
you're absolutely right. It does that. But so I had that in there, and I've decided that I must have been in a good mood when I heard Mariah. I've popped her in.
No, it is a great song. It's just I don't know.
It's Christmas when you start hearing that. That's like proper.
Yeah.
That is the kind of
the introduction
the
hits you as well, doesn't it? It's a big introduction.
Immediately, you're like, this is Christmas. My number 3, another Christmas classic, I feel, Wizard. I wish it could be Christmas every day. I mean, we don't feel like it could.
I do like it. It's a great one, but it's just getting overplayed.
Oh, yeah, but it's been around since the 70s, isn't it? So it's like, I grew up on it.
The line on it, he put a great big smile on somebody's face as well. The only thing that's kind of sort of concerns me a little bit about is he kind of looks a bit like a bit of a nonce.
He does. all the kids in the video.
Yeah, a little bit.
Why has he got a smile on his face?
Yeah, and it's kind of.
Has he been grinding on Dell in zeros?
And is that why your beard's so long to hide something?
I think he probably is. Yeah. Well, let's move away. It's a nice song, but I understand exactly where you're coming from. One that I don't think you're going to have a problem with either of you is my number 2. Now, if I mention the letter E and the number 17. I know. Stay Another Day. I mean, come on.
It is a great song.
I think that might creep into mine.
Little Inspiro. Yeah. I love this song. It's really, really good, and it's. I mean, they were obviously a bit of a joke band at the time, but then to release that with the video of the ridiculously big white puffer.
Yeah, but I don't think it was originally going to be a Christmas song, was it?
No.
So obviously it was about his brother who died, wasn't it?
Yeah. But it's poignant. And
then obviously I think they added the bells and...
Just turned it.
Yeah. I mean, I think they didn't have to do much. Just like literally that, and suddenly that made it.
The thing is, though, it's such a beautiful song. And it is a beautiful song.
Yeah, it is.
But you see them wearing their white ski jacket.
The video kind of
just
absolutely ludicrous.
It ruins it a little bit.
100%. If on the radio, great. On MTV, horrific.
Yeah.
Is where we're going with that. It's very much an hour or
it reminds me if you got like a load of Millwall supporters on Songs of Praise.
Jesus rocks. It's a bit,
a bit like that, just like, but then what comes out of their mouth is different. It is a great song.
It's a great song, and it's only kept off the number 1 slot by the biggest charity single of all time.
Band-Aids, really?
Do They Know It's Christmas by Band-Aids? I don't know. It's something about it just makes me
I think it's just too many versions of it as well.
Oh, don't get me started on the
it's
horrific.
Got to be the original, isn't it?
Yeah. It's not the one that followed up in the sort of 90s. And it's certainly not the one with
2000s.
Jesus wept almighty, no. But for whatever reason, the cynic in me gets quelled by this.
Yeah,
I quite like it.
The line, do they know it's Christmas time at all? Well, yeah, they might do, but I don't think they don't give up. I don't think they'd be pulling crackers. And,
they're not. They're unlikely to be getting a bike.
Yeah, so.
It's that whole video.
Yeah, the sentiment
charity
is nice
bit
and everything that comes around. Yeah, again, it's a big thing of the childhood as well. And
yes,
I always remember
100%. Yeah, it was one that kind of.
You look
sticks.
back at the video and the stars they had doing it.
It was bloody enormous, wasn't it? And the fact they turned it all round in like. However long it was, they had like 2 days or something to get it all done, and a morning in the studio. Everything about it's really nice. So that is my.
Very nice, mate. Very nice.
Right, let's get on to the man with almost zero research.
Yeah,
Philip Reynolds.
I've been doing some last minute changes and moving it around.
I'll bet you have.
Last minute. You'll have to.
Do you want us to talk around our honourable mention?
No. Lift music. Do you want some lift music?
It's so last minute. I think about 2 minutes ago I said Mariah Carey made my top 5, but I've just taken her out of it.
She's just been eliminated.
She's just out of it.
She's been knocked out on a late.
And so has Wham's Last Christmas.
Oh my word! Well, there must be some pretty big songs in here.
You're right when you said about it. It is so. I do like
it's
it.
It's depressing as fuck.
I like it, but I don't know.
Not enough, clearly.
Yeah.
So what's your current 5 before it changes again?
Let's go for it.
It feels like you shouldn't have it in because it's so down.
Yeah. Yeah.
But at the same time...
You can't help it. As soon as it comes on, though, you sing along to it, didn't you?
It was never a consideration.
You just do it out, didn't you? And you change the words.
See, I think it was never... I was like, I've got to get Shaky in there somewhere.
Yeah.
How is it not in there?
See, I've shoehorned.
Or how is like Slade not in there? Or how is... There's so many.
Yeah.
The 5 isn't in
I made sure Shaky was in there.
All right, go on. Here's where your 5 is.
That's number 5.
We can talk about ones that didn't make it for all of it.
This is a bit of an oddball one, but it was a Christmas number 1, but I don't know if it's known as a Christmas song.
Oh my God, it's Mr. Blobby by Mr. Blobby.
Is it the dark?
Bucks Fear's the land of make believe.
Out of nowhere.
Is this the one that you was like?
No, there was another. I don't know what it was. That's a good little song. I like that one.
That's amazing. Where has that come from?
But it was a Christmas number one, but it's not really ever known as a Christmas song. But
Yeah.
I'm going for it anyway.
That's a good shout.
Number 4, Step Into Christmas.
Yes, love it.
Good upbeat.
Yeah.
I like that. Number 3, E17.
Yes.
I'm going for that too.
Straight in.
Number 2, Shaky.
Of course it is.
yeah.
Merry
Let's
Christmas, everyone.
Yeah, it's a great song.
It is great.
Number 1, I'm with you, though, is Fairy Tale of New York. He's just
So it makes all of our lists.
Yeah, I always it's always my favourite. There's something about it, I don't know what it is. They shouldn't work.
Yeah.
The voice, his voice is fucking horrible, but there's just something about it. It's just he just like this is Christmas.
And also duets are normally wanky, aren't they?
Yeah. It's just
like
I don't know what it is. I can't put my finger on it, but
I don't get
because
sick of it.
Elton John's done with one
Ed
with Ed
Sheeran.
Sheeran, recently about the whole lockdown experience almost at Christmas, wasn't it? Does not work. It's not going to age well. Done. But Step Into Christmas. Awful.
Step Into Christmas is great.
Banger.
Fairy Tale New York. It is. I don't know what it. I don't know what it is. I can't put my finger on it, but it's just as soon as I hear it, I'm like, this is Christmas.
That is Christmas. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
So no room in any of our lists then for Chris Rea driving home for Christmas.
I don't like it.
Again, driving home for Christmas.
I don't like it. Nah. Again, I listened to it, but nah.
Yeah, doesn't quite make the thing.
What puts me off? Have you ever seen the film Jack Frost?
Is that the Michael Keaton one?
Yeah. It kind of like it's sad because it is written by Chris Rea about Jack Frost.
What in the name of God are you talking about? He's overheating. He's still got his duffel coat
I thought you
on.
were saying Chris Rea wrote the film Jack Frost. I was like, what?
Can you imagine that?
He wrote driving home for Christmas, for like when Jack Frost is driving home. But, there's no snowman references. So,
not a single one.
That's why.
Do you remember they did re-release it as a charity single recently, and he's like going past all celebrities like Peter Kay and everyone. It's all fucking awful.
Yeah, good point. That's just knocked it out forevermore, hasn't it?
Also, the bit where like Gary Glitter's coming back. It's waving at people.
Maybe they reverse that in at higher speeds. Who knows? Maybe there is a happy ending to that after all. What else didn't make it in? I was going to ask you.
You got the big one.
The Slade
one, yeah. Again, I think it's just so overplayed. This is the problem with them, isn't it? Because they're Christmas songs. As soon as you hear them again, they're like, this is Christmas. But I don't know.
Well, there's Rocking Around the Christmas Tree, which obviously is in like Home and Away. Jeez, Home Alone. So I mean, another popular Christmas classic in our house.
You mongrel.
You absolute galah. So that obviously didn't make it in for anyone. Christmas Wrapping by the Waitresses.
Yeah,
there's a load of. There's so many out there. No Room for Cliff. Michael Bublé. Proper cheese.
Sinatra.
Proper cheese.
I was listening to today. Sinatra's. There, a lot of them are from Elf, but the Sinatra swing. A lot of his swing Christmas songs are really good.
Yeah.
And they feature a lot in Elf, but obviously they're covers by like Cold Outside. It's cold outside, when they sing in the shower, and then she's singing in the shower, and he joins in, and then she gets freaks out, doesn't she?
Baby, it's cold.
And Santa Claus is coming, but in the swing, it kind of works. I kind of like that, and I was close to throwing in the odd.
What's the Bruce Springsteen one he does? I quite like that one.
Oh,
is that Santa Claus is coming to town?
Oh, Philadelphia.
Santa Claus, a great Christmas song about AIDS.
What did you get for Christmas? No, don't.
Santa Claus is coming to town.
Yeah, he really
I quite like that
rips his
version.
throat to pieces,
Jackson 5, Frosty the Snowman.
Yeah.
I like that because again, Motown.
Would you count Rockin' Robin?
Yeah.
I mean, you see Robins at Christmas. I'm getting really tenuous, but
is that a Christmas song? Is that?
Well, you just see Robins at Christmas, don't you?
Yeah. Okay.
That's all.
Well, Batman and Robin.
I saw one in October. Yeah. Rockin' Robin.
Yeah.
Oh, the other one on here is
Vanilla Ice.
Yes.
Sorry, I was tenuous now.
Holly
Johnson. Sorry, I'm in the wrong.
Yeah. Donna and Blitzen by Badly Drawn Boy. I class it as a Christmas song. Santa Claus is coming to town. Did we just say that a minute ago?
That was the Bruce. Yeah, I said the Bruce. I like this Bruce Springsteen one.
That's the Springsteen one. Yeah.
It says you better not pout in it.
You better not.
tell Derek Zoolander that.
Well, made a career out of it, didn't they? Absolutely.
Can you? Oh, here's one.
Why do you get the feeling that there might be
No. Can you name me a song,
questions?
a big Christmas song that never ever gets played anymore? It was big in the 70s and 80s.
Is it because it got banned? Is it the one? It's cold outside, or whatever it is. Is that one?
Why did that get banned?
Because it's like classed as sexual harassment, isn't it, or something like that?
Where?
Yeah, because he's forcing it. It's cold outside. You know the like when they done the re-release of it. It's Dean Martin's song, isn't it? It's cold outside.
Matthews,
yeah, the Dean Martin's original song. Because the lyrics are basically about him trying to force himself on her because it's cold outside.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Okay, well,
got banned.
No, okay. There's another one.
Well, that one should be.
Wow.
Yeah, no.
The one that they sing in Elf, the cold outside. Is that the same?
Yeah, is that? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
That has taken a very dark turn.
Because if you listen to the lyrics, it's the scenario is or something. He's cold outside, so he's forcing himself on because to stay inside or something like that.
That's fucked up.
Honestly, it's stupid, but
Kids,
it got banned.
We're not watching Elf anymore, kids.
No.
It got banned because it's ridiculous. One of them stupid, like, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
But yeah, there's just because someone sees it as it's someone forcing themselves on someone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what was the song that you were going to
This okay. It's I've mentioned his name already.
Stevie Wonder?
Bob Dylan.
No, in this section I've mentioned his name. So 70s and 80s, it would have been played. It would have even been played in the 90s, I think.
Oh my God! Has anyone been listening to what Dale's been saying? No, clearly we have not. Literally, it goes in one ear.
Jack Frost. No,
Michael Keaton released a Christmas song.
It's Another Rock and Roll Christmas by Gary Glitter.
Oh, okay.
For obvious reasons, doesn't get played.
That makes more sense than the Baby It's Cold Outside thing.
Yeah,
I can see that one. Okay. No, would not have made the list. That's for damn sure.
No, it wouldn't have made the list, but it was in that sort of, again, we didn't mention Paul McCartney simply having.
Do you know what? There's so many, yeah. Or like
Frog Song.
War is Over by like John Lennon. Nothing. It's all a bit.
That gets the Lennon one gets my nerves.
Stop the Cavalry.
Yeah,
there's loads and loads and loads of them out there, isn't there?
What's the Spanish one? I quite like that one actually.
Feliz Navidad.
Yeah, I don't mind that one actually.
Love it. Big fan. And on that international bombshell.
And Why Horses Have Hooves. That's a great song.
Why Horses Have Hooves.
Yeah, who's that by?
Elton John.
Oh, right. Yeah. I thought he was going to go with some funny.
I thought it was going to be like Blacksmith or something. It's going to be some weird. I'm surprised that there wasn't a comedy album of Christmas songs still. No,
I've grown up.
Oh, you really have. All I want for Christmas is Dale and his harmonica. Thank God he's here. Jaws. Yay! One of our boys got through. Smashed it.
That popular Christmas film.
Yeah,
Jaws.
Because he was doing the dance version. That's why I got it. I put myself in that mindset. Delicious. Well done. Nice musical choices, chaps. I'm feeling all Christmassy now. Okay, it looks like it's time, chaps, for the third entry to the Joe Cazale challenge, and it's me.
Joe Cazale, by the way.
Sorry, Joe Cazale. John Cazale. You know we've started to lose it.
Did I say Joe? No, John Cazale.
It's John Cazale, but we say Joe Cazale.
Yeah, did I say Joe Cazale?
So I think we might say Joe Cazale or John Cazale, which I think is just Joe's dad, isn't it? I don't know. Anyway, whoever the bloody hell it is, I'm entering.
Yes,
him.
You're up for the challenge.
I am indeed. Well, so we mentioned a little earlier that I had the same 5 Hanks films as yourself. So I have got an alternative, and I hope it might make it through.
5 Hanks in one day.
5 Hanks in one day. New record. Certainly when I was off sick. So I went with the first 5 films of this actor's career in a way of mirroring John himself. Yeah. Exciting. Ooh. In fact, I've got 6 according to this. So I'm giving you extra.
Come on,
an extra 20%.
I like the way he said I had Hanks in the bag, and now this was his one all along.
It's because I was feeling pretty good about this one, but I'm not sure.
Always knew you had an extra 20%, Jim.
At least, Del. Yes. At least. So, if I say the name Edward Norton.
Yeah. So I've had to look at him.
So I'm going to see. I'll bet you have. 1999 especially. You loved looking at him, didn't
American
you?
History X shower scene.
So yeah, I'm going to give you the first 6. They are definitely in order.
Yeah.
It's just whether you think they're of a sufficient quality.
Yeah.
That would be the thing. So he starts with Primal Fear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. He moves on to Everyone Says I Love You.
Yeah.
Never seen it.
It's Woody Harrelson. Woody Allen film,
Allen.
isn't it? Yeah.
Then he moves on to The People versus Larry Flint,
Yes.
Yeah.
which is great. Then he moves to Rounders,
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
which is good.
Yeah.
Before finishing
Before he
the
starts
5
playing the
with
game.
American History X,
I mean, that's
and the one after that is
amazing.
Fight Club.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's pretty good.
it's
mate,
not
yeah.
bad.
Yeah, I think when I look, I think always
Is that the sixth
everybody
fight?
says.
That's
the
I think
sixth. It's like
everybody
Fight
says
Club
I
is
love you was always a bit. I've
Yeah.
seen it. It's a bit of a. It's all right. It's a good film. It's a musical.
It's
isn't
one
it?
of those,
Right,
yeah.
okay.
That was the one that I was kind of where you go.
But
actually,
yeah, I
it's a
mean, in
bit
the
tossy,
'90s,
but
he was
So when
top notch.
When you say he moved on to Rounders, Jim, do you mean he like, dropped his film career and
He
just
did. He,
went off on the Rounders
took up.
circuit?
He took up the Rounders.
good
circuit.
film, Rounders,
He was a
isn't it?
really good shortstop.
Yeah, shortstop.
Got a terrible thumb injury. Came back to acting. Yeah,
I mean, he was a great actor.
Yeah.
he still is.
still
but
is.
Especially in the '90s, he was.
But he was like right up there, wasn't he? That was
Yeah, he
his-
didn't do many films, but
the ones he did. He was quite choosy. it would
Yeah,
appear.
they were
Either he
great
wasn't
films.
getting them, or he was very choosy.
Yeah, true.
yeah, I
But
did look
he's-
at. I did look
fair
at
play to
Edwin
him.
Hawks.
No, it's a great one, yeah.
He's one of my favourites.
Well, this is what I thought. I thought you might go down his path because of the whole. But you know, it was an option.
Yeah, you can't be. Primal Fear is great.
So it's like
American
it's
History
the
X
Woody,
is-
it's the Woody Allen one that's not for everyone kind of thing.
Yeah, I've seen it once years ago.
I thought you would have done. I wasn't sure if you would have done so.
But I
That's
can't
the
remember. I mean, I'm not a musical fan, but I think it's meant to be considered quite a good musical as well.
Yeah, it got good
got a lot of people,
write-ups
got a
and
lot of good
good-
big people in it as
yeah,
well, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, like Jeff Goldblum and
Yeah. I
Pete
think like
Rapp.
Tim Roth's in it. Things
Because
like
we've done
that.
this before with Big Daddy. I
think like Tim
Giant
Roth's in it.
haystacks.
But American History X.
A lot of
is,
basketballers.
Shaquille
tall
O'Neal.
fellas, yeah.
American History X is the performance for me. That's
Yeah, of
Oh,
course.
it's unbelievable. That.
Yeah.
There you go. That is.
Yeah, I like that.
That's Joe. That's Joe for you.
Whoa. Well
Not
done,
bad
boys.
for a man that hasn't
Yeah.
seen films.
Yeah.
No, that's great.
I can use the internet. That's for sure.
Yeah.
There you go. So we'll definitely get all of those.
Have you? How many of them films have you seen?
American History X, Fight Club, Larry Flint.
Primal Fear?
I haven't seen Primal
Oh, you've
Fear.
not seen
I
Primal
must
Fear. Oh, you like
confess.
that? That's good.
So yeah,
another one to your
looking
list.
at that is sort of it's added even more to the
another
list.
one.
Friend of the show, Richard Gere, isn't it?
Yeah.
Indeed,
Not the hamster.
the
just
hamster
Richard
man.
Gere.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. We haven't had any hamster love in this season, have we?
It's Christmas, that's why.
Oh, okay.
Exactly, yeah.
We'll come back to them. And
Peace and goodwill to
Halloween,
all
isn't
things.
it?
Yeah.
Halloween, we'll come back to them. Don't know why,
Exactly.
but
Exactly. There you go.
yeah, it's good. I like it.
Not bad, not bad. So that's all about John Cazale's. We've done films, done music, we've done TV,
Yes.
covered a lot of ground. Is there anything we've missed out on, chaps?
We have not. You're right, Jimmy. We have. You're right. Actually, we have missed the news.
We did miss out some news. So normally, yeah, obviously, because we focus on a year, don't we? So
We got
that's what
so
we talk
excited with
about.
our Christmas present memories
Kind
and
of-
that.
That's what it was.
We
got
missed it
We
off.
started talking about Snake Mountain and
Yeah.
Ewok Village. We got overexcited, didn't we? So what
Love
did
Snake
we miss
Mountain.
out on, Dale? Tell us some breaking news about Christmas.
So not so much news, but here is. I've got you some weird Christmas traditions for you,
Oh,
and some
Always rely on Uncle
world
Richie.
records based around Christmas as well.
this is what we
Oh,
like.
are we going to have games of guessing them?
Oh,
You will
I
on
like
the
that.
you will on the records, but these I can give you a little bit. You can guess right.
Give us a flavour of what
if
we're
I was to
missing.
say the Krampus, would that mean anything?
Well, the
to
film,
you?
The Krampus.
Could explain.
It's like it was the monster, isn't it? It's like a Christmas thing where a monster comes and gets them or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, this is a tradition in Austria. It's about a demon-like creature that punishes children that misbehave.
Have you not seen the film, The Krampus?
No, but it's,
Yeah,
it's,
yeah,
it's
it's
spawned
based
from
on-
that.
Adam
obviously.
Scott in it, and
Oh, really?
yeah, it's quite a good film. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
So
that's
rather
in
than
Austria.
just being on a naughty list and
Yeah,
not
they get
getting a bike,
punished
they
by a
get
demon.
punished by a demon. It's
Boom.
quite a step, isn't it?
Yeah, it's quite full on.
So there you go, kids. Think grateful that you live in the UK, not Austria.
And in Portugal, feeding dead people. Right, so let me explain this. That sounds
Like
a bit more
zombies.
serious. It's not actually like, so I know, digging up Elsie or whatever like that. It's not, no. Or
Leave her be.
Auntie Marge feeding her
Exactly.
pate or whatever like that. It's not, They leave a space out on the Christmas. So a bit
okay.
A bit like in Mexico when they do the
sort of Day of the Dead thing.
Yeah, Day of the Dead. Yeah,
So they just honour those that have
and,
left and stuff.
so
That's nice. Lay a place.
So that's not too bad.
Is
That's
that in a similar sort of way to where people have got like people like away on army leave or that sort of thing? You still lay a place.
Yeah, it's sweet.
We raise a glass to people, but they leave the whole Christmas dinner.
Yeah, the whole shebang. Yeah,
even more stuffing for Phil to walk past and pick
exactly,
that.
And whole loafs of stuffing is eating.
Who's eating your Auntie Elsie's food? Phil's big mouthful of food.
Phil the
I love it.
Phil the Krampus Reynolds.
Phil the Krampus. This one.
I'm not feeling your Krampus.
This is in Catalonia. This is weird.
God love them, they are crazy.
Beating a log until it craps.
Sorry, what?
Is that why everyone says Christmas log?
Well, it might be. Beating a log until it craps. So do you know what it could mean? Could you imagine like what they could possibly do?
Do you not remember? So from like Eurotrash and stuff, they were always big out in like Spain and they're obsessed with shitting. So I'm assuming it's going to be something fecal.
So I'll tell you what it is. Basically, families create a character out of logs and then fill it full of sweets. Then they shout, basically in Spanish or Catalonian, if you don't poop anything, I will hit you with a stick.
Oh, so this is like a piñata type thing, but
kind of. But they smash it. They all line up. They smash this stick till it essentially craps out sweets. and that's it till you get all the sweets out. And I don't know how that's a tradition.
I'm all over it.
Bit more normal in Venezuela. They roller skate to church.
I mean, that's some scat loving. I would be up for that.
Yeah, a bit of scat
loving.
Fair play. Yeah, so in Venezuela, they roller skate to church, pretty normal. Japan,
they rollerblade to church.
Yeah, they roller skate to church.
What day is it? Christmas Day. Bring out the rollerblades.
like
the rogues.
Honestly,
get the rogues.
It's like hundreds of them. It's ridiculous. Right. Can you guess what fast food place in Japan they have such an obsession with fast food? Can you name the brand or the logo or whatever?
Is it we know it?
It's a famous one that they actually have it for their Christmas dinner.
Oh, they do McDonald's, don't they, for Christmas dinner?
You going McDonald's?
I think I am.
Well, I'm going to go Kentucky.
It's Kentucky.
God damn it, Bill.
KFC,
you know everything about Christmas.
And it says it's so obsessed that they actually have to book spaces in like KFCs and stuff like that. And
reservation for like table for 18.
Yeah, basically.
I could quite happily have a Kentucky Christmas day.
Yeah.
But it was like pictures of like Santa Claus as the Colonel and all
to be fair, they've got basically dry meat. They've got gravy. Yeah. They've got potatoes.
They're fine, aren't they?
You basically
they're loving it.
I could quite easily have a Kentucky.
Yeah, I suppose so, mate. Yeah. They do. Yeah. Yeah, it's all there, isn't it? Basically,
Kentucky Fried Turkey.
Yeah.
If they did their own roast potatoes, I reckon they could. Yeah, they could do it with the chicken fat.
Yeah,
maybe
sounds delicious.
Something right. Now we're on to records now. Christmas records, right?
Oh.
Can you name me the oldest Playboy model that appeared on the Christmas edition?
It's the oldest model to grace the cover of the Christmas edition of the magazine. I reckon it's going to be. I reckon it might be like Monroe or someone.
I'm going to go Sophia Loren.
Oh,
at
that's
what age?
A good shout.
How old was she? That's the thing. What's the age?
She was quite hot still in the 90s when she was probably in her 60s, I'd say. So I'm going 60.
I'm going Raquel Welch.
I'm going 64. Sophia Loren.
64, Jim.
I reckon Raquel Welch around the same sort of. I reckon pushing late 60s.
Well, he's actually 60 years old. I don't know if you heard of her. Patricia Pay, does that mean anything to you? No. But she was apparently the one on the Playboy.
60 years of age.
60. So they start off kind of like light and they get a bit weirder as we go along.
Naked 60-year-old isn't weird. Yeah. Okay, let's go.
Most kisses under the mistletoe. How many do you reckon?
Hours and hours. Is this one person kissing like a lined up list?
At the same time in Missouri, so they're all in
so they're all underneath.
Yeah.
So it's like couples, hundreds and hundreds of couples.
So they've got
together.
Loads of people. Oh, right, okay.
I reckon.
Oh, that's thousands.
Yeah, maybe 6,000.
Oh, it could be anything, can it? I'm going to go 8,000. Yeah.
8,000.
6,000.
480 couples, so obviously.
So not just under 1,000.
Okay.
Slightly
Not too
underwhelming.
bad, right.
Come
Yeah.
on, Missouri, try harder.
Okay. Well, this again, I'll test your sort of skill. The most snow angels simultaneously.
Ooh.
So the most snow angels
So you need
simultaneously.
a massive S. This would be on like a
So these are all
football
Guinness
field or something.
World Guinness
Yeah,
Book of
this
Records.
is in North Dakota. Yeah, how many do you reckon did that?
Again, so
Again, big groups. This is big groups.
So I reckon they'll do it on like a football field or something like that, and they all go at it.
yeah, I always think of them like that
No, so you
drumming
need
one.
that.
You remember they got all the
Yeah.
drummers, and there was thousands of them, weren't there, doing that?
Yeah. I reckon roughly about the same. I reckon just under 1,000 people doing that.
8,692.
I was about to say 8,690.
You are very good. We know that you're good at this game, Phil.
Okay, well, let's
Can't
go a
argue.
little bit lower on the spectrum. What was the smallest Christmas card
Ever sent on
ever?
a,
ever
ingrained on a grain
It was in
of
the UK,
rice.
actually. This was so. Not,
What-
normally these
What we
things
got to guess
are
by millimeters.
micrometers.
Yeah, so this is on a grain of rice or a pinhead or something, isn't it?
Yes. Sort of.
251 micromillimeters.
I wouldn't even know. I'm just going to go 300 micrometers.
15 times 20 micrometers. So that's what it was. So okay, right. Okay, we finish on a good one. Well, say good. It's not really good actually. It's
Filled it up now.
well, no. When I explain it, it's not.
Okay.
It's frowned upon now. So I don't know if there was ever it was okay
Most
to do
Gary
this.
Glitter records listen
Okay.
to.
What was the furthest elf throwing competition?
What do you mean? Where was it based, or what was the?
No, what was the
far?
length? How far?
So this is a
Elves.
human being.
Oh, this is like that when they
Like
used to do it
midget.
dwarves, didn't they? They used to dwarf
Yeah.
throwing, didn't
So
they?
it's not right, but it's like, so-
Elf throwing. I don't know what.
I mean,
So
it's a human being. It's still quite
It's
hefty.
still heavy. It's
isn't
going to
it?
be a good 4 or 5 stone, isn't it? So
Yeah.
actually throw someone 4 or 5. God,
12 feet.
I'm guessing we're going. Well,
well,
feet
I've
or
got
meters?
meters.
Oh, in
sorry.
meters,
Just say
okay.
meters. I'm going to go.
4.5 meters.
No, it's 30. Yeah, I'd say 30. I'm going to go.
You reckon? Well, unless they're chucking it off a roof.
I'm going to go 9 meters.
Really? Wow, that's a hell of a way.
That's quite a throw.
It's only three meters. So 3
Yeah.
meters
I
20.
was like, you try chucking a.
Oh, and the last one, saving it from Paul Kelly from Essex.
Yes, go on, the
save it with
Essex, representing.
boy. What was the fastest time for carving a turkey?
Oh man, when they get going, they're impressive.
Do you want a clue?
I'm
or is
literally
your-
acting it
this
out
is-
as I.
Yeah,
I think.
Do you want me to play
So
the mouth
he
organ?
takes
while
what?
you-
He takes the legs off, and he does the two. I reckon 38 seconds.
38 seconds.
I reckon
I've
quicker than
noticed your tactic is to let me go first and then just slightly undercut me. every
that.
time.
I'm going to say 18 seconds.
Oh, Phil, 19.4.
Unbelievable. He was going to go minutes before. He didn't have a clue. He never
4
had a clue.
hours, 12 minutes.
He's never carved a turkey in his life. He doesn't know what one is.
And that is
That is
the
the
news.
news.
It wasn't esque.
We'll do news in
Yeah,
inverted
commas, yeah.
I
But
like it. I like
always
it.
nice to end on a little bit of levity. But I think, let's stop for a pee.
Yes.
Yeah,
Christmas pea.
Christmas pea. We've been attacking the pick and mix too hard, and we're getting a bit bloaty.
Yeah, lick my bovine.
Lick my bovine. Just means lick my cow. Okay, gents, let's. We're heading towards the final parts, and nearly at a close. But obviously, we can't go anywhere without a little dip. It's
Been a good Christmas special, hasn't it? Been a good Christmas-
So let's see if we've got some festive questions from the listeners. Okay, straight in. Off the top, we've got, wowzers, Dr. Beat from the Miami Sound Machine asks, or actually says, last Christmas I gave you my heart, but the very next day you died because of complications on the operating table. Anyway, my question to you guys is, what's the funniest animal to human transplant that you can think of? Interesting. Phil, if you're going to be a bit of used, transplanted with a bit of an animal, what bit? What animal?
Hang on, so what's transplanting?
What's
I'm transplanting.
So you're basically getting like a.
Sounded like an alien.
What is transplanting? So basically,
What
you're
is
switching a bit of you
transplant?
with a bit of an animal. Not a feeling. a body part.
Right,
I would
okay.
suggest. And what animal are you switching with?
Frog's legs.
Straight in, frog's legs,
Yeah.
wallop.
Just a leap.
Massive jumper.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got a lovely jumper on as it speaks, but I mean, a frog's legs would really make you
Frog's
stand
legs,
out.
so I can just leap.
Yeah.
What jump further, frogs or toads?
I feel that's a question for next week. But,
Or to the listeners.
It's not festive, so we'll come back to that one.
Let me see if Dr. Beat says it in his email. He doesn't. I'm going to say frogs do because they're lighter.
Oh, really? Okay.
I would suggest.
Yeah, so frogs. Yeah,
So
frogs. legs.
you're switching your legs with frog's legs.
Yeah.
Happy with that?
Yeah, I think
And what
so.
are you particularly hoping to be able to leap? Tall buildings? Just a long jump world record? What's the basis? What are you going for?
Just getting around places quicker. And I jump really far because they're in ratio with my body, so they're going to be big frog legs.
Oh, big legs.
A frog can jump,
Oh, lovely.
I don't know.
20 times its own body length, so you can jump
Yeah,
20 times 3'7".
exactly. That's going to be far. I'll be like
Little
at the
hoppy.
station in a minute. 3 hops and I'm there.
Saving so much time.
Yeah.
And what are you going to do with this time that you're saving, out of curiosity? Create more music.
Yeah.
Yeah. Watch more films.
New Pip Whitehouse album on the way, by the way.
Wow. Just in time for Christmas?
No, it'll be after Christmas.
Missed the market there, haven't you?
Easter one.
Market.
Easter one instead.
That's the second biggest market of record sales. Okay, well, Del, we've got frog's legs over here. What are you thinking, my friends? What are you transplanting?
Orangutan hands.
Orangutan hands.
Or big
old fucking mitts.
Yeah, big hands, huge hands. Or even go with I want the whole arms.
I was going to say the
I want
hands.
the whole arms.
Yeah,
Yeah.
powerful
The hands
arms.
aren't much bigger than. They're not going to give you that much of an advantage, are they?
So you just look me up and down like playing with me.
Really examining your hands. They're not particularly big. Oh, so what are you going to do with that? And what are you hoping to achieve with these enormous arms and hands?
Card tricks.
Ah,
really good card
clever.
trick.
Yeah, it's like 3 or 4 packs at a go.
Yeah, go in each fingers.
Really smash it.
Right, do they have more fingers?
Yeah. Like
You know the old 7-fingered.
I don't
orangutan.
understand the. I don't understand the
You just-
advantage of having.
each individual
Says the guy
finger.
with frog's legs. Hop into the station once a week.
each individual finger fill turns into a person. So like then they've got another
Do you
two
know,
hands.
did you guys watch I'm a Celeb this year?
No, what did that happen in on?
No, so, one of the guys went, do you ever think that like your fingers are like arms at the end of your hands? That's a very strange comment.
It's actually, yeah.
Put me in mind with a little bit of that. But
Oh, no.
so
No,
we've replaced legs, we've replaced full arms and hands now. I think I'd replace this lovely slender neck of mine with an even longer one from a giraffe.
Oh, nice.
That's what I want to be seen. I want to be seen over Margaret's seven carbohydrate Christmas dinner plate. I want to be able to look right over.
What for?
Could I pay to? Could I?
Giraffe's neck for my neck.
Yeah, but what advantage? Looking down girls' tops and stuff like that? You dirty
Yeah,
little
immediately.
bastards.
Yeah,
I'd be a creepy neighbour.
creepy. Yeah, that's what I want to see. I want to see what they're doing over at number 31.
Could I?
Just having a peer over
I'd
the.
love to see. I don't envision your head on a long giraffe.
Let's see if we can knock that up, knock it up in
Cutting the grass with it as well.
Imagine that. All whilst able to see that the bin men are coming over in the street.
You're not like
Shit.
You're not like a
Put the
giraffe.
bins out.
Jim, you're not like a Jimmy Giraffe. You're not like a giraffe that I can sort of like pay to. No, you do the feeding times in like Colchester Zoo or something.
Oh,
you're
that'd
not
be
like that
nice,
sort of giraffe. You're proper like.
Oh yeah. Fully out there.
homely giraffe.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
okay.
I'm well trained.
You're in with the community.
I know-
They've
I-
accepted.
He's only
you.
got a neck. He's still a human, isn't he?
Yeah,
He's just got
yeah.
the-
Just the neck.
He's just got the neck.
I just want to be able to,
How
see
does
what's going
Jenny feel about all this?
absolutely livid.
She's livid,
She's
yeah.
a big fan of this.
Okay.
Big fan of this neck. Don't ruin it. What she said to me before I left. Don't you ruin that neck tonight. All right, love.
Yeah.
No problem.
You've got this.
I've got this. So there you go.
And your donor card, it's just got leave my neck.
Yeah. Heart, eyes, neck, the lot. Well, there you go. That is that's the human to animal transplant, Dr. Beat. Hope that.
How was that
answers.
Christmas related?
Well, he says last Christmas I gave you my heart. He opened with that. That's the tenuous link over. On to more tenuous links. Clifford the Big Red Bellend from the Hotel Palma Nova has asked us to sing a famous Christmas song, but with a twist. wants us to bark it like a dog. Reynolds, you know how much you love these interactive questions and answers. So, can you one Christmas song up your sleeve? We've talked about a lot over the course of this, but you need to bark it for us, my friends.
Woof 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 woof.
Jingle bells.
Yeah.
I feel like the dog was half-assed.
Fuck, I'm not barking.
He wasn't committing.
I'm not barking.
Let's hear a fully committed dog from. He's warming up. He's limbering up. Dex the dolphin is ready. Right. Are you ready, Del?
Yeah, go.
Do you need counting in?
Go on.
And a 1 and a 2.
It's Last Christmas again.
Yeah.
Do you know any other songs apart from Last Christmas?
He spent so long trying to do it on the mouth organ, and he thought I might as well get a bit of extra bang for it. Yeah, it's nice.
I never heard music apart from Last Christmas.
That's nice. I like that one, though.
I'm trapped. Help me.
We're all trapped.
Help me.
Help me. I'm in a box.
Are you going to participate in this, Jimmy?
Do you know, last time I bottled out, didn't I?
Yeah, you got to go this one.
Okay, let's have a bash. Let's have a thing.
It's Christmas, isn't it? You got to have a go.
Come on, guys, it's Christmas. Okay, here we go.
Come on. It's Stay Another Day, mate.
Ah, if only it was.
Stay Another Day by Scooby-Doo, isn't it?
That would be nice. Say now, where have you got to go away? There you go. A little bit of extra for you there. Lovely stuff. Okay, let's move on quickly and avoid making ourselves look foolish.
What?
Phew, just dodged a bullet there, guys. Okay, this one is from Colonel Kentucky from Croydon. And he says, what's the essential food of choice when cooking Idi Amin, a traditional Essex Christmas dinner? So, Phil, I mean, you've already mentioned the love of sausage meat and stuffing.
Oh, yeah.
Is that pride of place on the Essex Christmas
you
plate
just give
for
him a loaf
Idi Amin?
of
The old loaf of stuffing? There, Idi, sit down, get your teeth into this, mate.
If someone put it on my plate, I would be more than happy with that. That
Even
would
if
do me.
Even if it was mass murdering, genocide, lunatic Idi Amin. He looks at you and goes,
Yeah.
Philip, what is this?
Is that
No, I could... Yeah.
Yeah. What about for breakfast? Like tomorrow, Claire comes down and she just throws down a plate and a loaf of stuff.
I could eat stuffing for breakfast, yeah. Honestly, I love stuffing.
I want to get that quote.
I was going to say, I'm going to get that on a T-shirt. I love stuffing. Pip Whitehouse.
Yeah, that would be my... Yeah, I think that's the highlight of my Christmas dinner is stuffing.
So you'd make sure that
any roast, I'm like...
Bang.
Make sure it's got stuffing in it. It's like stew. Make sure it's got dumplings in it. Dumplings and stew.
It's not a dinner without a dumpling.
No, and the same with roast dinner. If a roast dinner didn't have stuffing,
it's not a roast dinner. Is it truly a roast dinner, or is it a hollow shell of itself?
Yeah, it's exactly.
Sounds reasonable. Richie D, what are you knocking up for one of the greatest dictators the world's ever seen? Just to show him Essex.
Dictators, potatoes.
Very good.
Right, I'm thinking...
What, are you giving them like a perfect roast?
Everyone knocks the turkey because it's always too dry.
Bit dry, yeah.
I'm going to make it the wettest turkey.
Gonna piss all over
the
it.
Wettest one.
You're
going from one extreme to the other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How are you keeping your bird moist, Richie?
We're soaking it for over an hour.
An hour in
Blancmange.
Blancmange, lovely. You do love a trifle, after all.
I do love a trifle. And then
and in the cooking process,
seasoning it with
nice.
paraffin.
Well, you got to make it tasty,
Yeah,
haven't you? Yeah, absolutely. And what keeps you more moist than paraffin?
Well,
absolutely.
You light it, and it obviously burns to a crisp, so it's bone
get that lovely crunchy skin. Yeah, crispy skin.
So then I just pour in some KFC gravy, and then it's
everything tastes better with KFC
and
gravy, doesn't it? Let's be honest.
That's the deal.
Even a paraffin-soaked burnt turkey breast.
Pretty much.
I like that. I like that a lot. Traditional Essex Christmas dinner. I think it's more about the ambiance. So I'd have a fight in the middle of the dinner.
Yeah,
organise a fight. It's more like a play as well as food.
Yeah.
It's a full interactive experience. And who knows violence better than
Like going to like
If you
one
won the
of them-
fight, but you was a little bit bruised up, he might feed you.
I'd be moistened.
Going for like one,
kept
be like
tender.
going for them medieval dinners when you're in Norway, but an Essex fight
Exactly that. But
instead of a
But
duel.
there'd be a shell suit. Would there be two ex-after 3 eyes driving at each other?
Yeah.
And then just,
Easily.
"Oh, you absolute mad.
Two Tesco shopping trolleys, people in it.
There you go. Yeah, that's what it is. It'll be a fully interactive dinner for young
I like
Giddy.
that. Just on the side, eating like Kentucky.
He's there just having a lovely time, eating paraffin-soaked turkey and just watching
I like
me
that,
driving
yeah.
it.
Yeah, it's more of an experience. That's
exactly
It's
what
a
it
whole
is.
experience.
Yeah, I
Exactly
like
what
that.
it is.
I
That's
like
the,
that.
Experience for a new
the full
generation.
Essex. The full Essex. So that's what we're going to give him.
And like while they're doing that, the girlfriends are on the side with like bag of chips. Go on, get him, Terry.
Back at you.
Get him, Terry.
Leave it, love. He ain't worth it.
It's not worth it.
Yeah, one of those. Come on, guys, it's Christmas.
He looked at me earlier. You know that, didn't you?
Have him. Have him.
Touch my bum.
It's
It's a delightful image.
great little scripts, man.
All right, let's leave Iddy where he belongs, out in the cold, and we're going to move to our final question from this little delve into the letters and emails, and it's from Katie Topless from Tit City, and she says, "What would you call your very own brand of Christmas perfume or aftershave, and what would it smell like?" Oh, so I mean, they've all got kind of outrageously ridiculous names, haven't they? So
Yeah, mine would be like
straight in, Phil. No thinking. Done. Go.
A loaf of stuffing.
Top notes of sage and onion.
and mine would be whiskey by White House.
Oh,
whiskey.
that's
Oh,
nice. Quite like that. And what's the most powerful? What's the flavour profile and the smell profile?
Just
Basically
whiskey.
just whiskey in a bottle. So you're taking some famous grouse and just splashing it all over.
Just put a label on it.
58 quid a bottle. Lovely. You're making about £40 a go each bottle. Splendid stuff. Whiskey by White House.
Yeah.
Like that. Richie D, what's your signature smell?
I kind of like the essence of sack.
Ball sack.
Ball sack, yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah, and then just get that sweaty, vinegary.
Just
Sort
that-
of like I've been
ooh.
hitting it hard.
Bit of a
all
real
day.
hit on the nostrils.
Yeah,
Pungent.
kind of the hula hoopy-esque as well, Caproni
Very-
as well.
very much love a
Starts
hula
off and
hoop.
it twists off at the end. And that essence of sack, yeah.
And is that what you'd call it? Essence of sack?
Yeah, by Bonnie Sackface.
Sack heavy.
Yeah, sack heavy.
Sack
yeah.
heavy. Okay.
Bonnie Von Sackface.
Oh.
Oh, that makes it better. That
Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
Adds something to it. That does.
A little. It's delicious.
Bonnie Von.
Oh.
Bonnie Von
complex.
sack
Look
thing.
at that.
Bonnie Von 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 Von. With a boo 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 boo. Nice.
What about you, Jim?
Ah, see, now this is where it gets tough because I've been developing my own fragrance for quite a while now. I've been bottling my own sweat after runs and stuff. I've got nearly 4.5 gallons of it in the garage.
Bot juice.
How did you know? You've obviously stolen my
Just say butt juice.
bot juice. So yeah, everything. Whenever I go running, I put a big plastic bag over and I just scrape the inside of the bag out. Just collect all that essence of me.
Essence of me.
It's musky. And I think I'd call it something like
Heg musk.
Bud stuff.
What's it called?
Bud stuff.
Bot stuff.
Bot
Bud
stuff.
stuff.
Ooh, I like
Yeah,
stuff.
but something quite.
Yeah.
It'd be
And
very aromatic. It'd be
By egg wine.
so. You know how they say like if you eat certain
Jean
foods,
Paul
it
Hegwine.
influences
Your name's got a good name to it. Actually,
Jim Paul
could be
Hegwine.
by egg wine.
egg wine. Bud stuff
Jimmy
by egg
Hig.
wine. Yeah, but yeah, I think I'd solely be on a diet of nothing but Chinese takeaways. So that's coming through. So there's a
that
little
what gets your hardest hits?
little top notes of lemongrass and depression.
Depression as
Yeah,
well, yeah.
yeah, a little bit of
Seaweed.
depression.
Yeah, you got some broken
And
dreams.
seaweed, yeah,
In the-
yeah, heartache.
Heartache.
That's the underlying smell. Heartache.
Heartache. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
there you
deep.
go.
That's deep, man.
It is. Thanks. That was the other name for it.
What, thanks.
Deep man.
Oh, deep man.
Deep man by Hegwine.
Deep man.
And it just
Hegwine.
smells of mainly depression.
Deep man Hegwine sounds a bit like an Indian bowler. Or something.
Deep man Hegwine with a 5 for 26.
Yeah.
Mopped up the Australian
Deep man
tail.
egg wine.
Nice. Well, that is our festive look into the letters and emails. I went a little bit different
Getting
there.
sweet notes.
Yeah.
Ho, ho, holy shit. That is the end of our Christmas episode. Can you believe that, chaps? We went all festive. It's nice, wasn't it? Thank God.
Christmas time.
Bob's back. Yeah. And this time he's not taking prisoners. Last Christmas, was it?
Christmas.
I don't think you could play that one. Or have you developed it even more?
No, what one was it we was asking to play, but he couldn't play?
Oh,
I know it was Only Fools and Horses, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, well, man, I smashed that.
I know you did that one.
Yeah,
Smashed that, didn't he? Smashed it. Smashed it all.
Smashed everything, yeah.
Smashed everything that was put in front of him. The man can turn his hand to anything.
I don't understand the language.
Why
are you confused?
He's so deep. He's so deep, man. But yeah, that was, that was Christmas.
It was our first Christmas special. Hopefully there'll be many more to follow.
Many more, I would think. So I don't know about you two, but I am very much in a festive mood right now. I could basically, if a big fat bearded man dropped down my chimney with a bulging sack right now, I would be in fucking.
You'd be open for it.
Him.
I would be open for it. He wouldn't be leaving the house.
Nah.
Do you know what I mean? That's how excitable I am right now.
That's a great premise for a movie.
Isn't it?
Santa comes down,
Santa's
obviously deliver the presents with Jimmy kidnaps him.
Just don't let him go.
Uses him as a sex slave.
I'd boy Georgie and just chain him to the radio.
We need someone to rescue him.
Yeah.
Let's go on.
But who?
Home Alone meets Misery.
Miserable at home, that's what it's called. I suppose I better go and get him.
Even when he's rescued, he's going to have probably years or hours at least.
PTSD all over the show.
Serious pounding.
Absolutely livid. He's never going out again, is he?
No, Santa's
that's Christmas ruined for
he's
the world.
He's handing it over to the next in charge elf, isn't it?
He's going to have to, isn't he?
Cool.
Jesus. Sorry, everyone, I just ruined Christmas. Wanting my special cuddle with Christmas. Father Christmas. There we go. That is the end of the episode. Is that what they're called now? I've forgotten all words. I'm still being taken aback by me trying it on with Santa. I'm kidnapping him. There it is. Yep, he's come back again. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well,
Sex Slave Santa.
Yeah. Let's leave Sex Slave Santa there where he belongs back in 2022 because this is the last episode of the year, right?
It is, yeah.
So we're going to take a little break for Crimbo. 3 weeks. Should we say 2-3 weeks for good behaviour?
Yeah. Have a good New Year and Christmas, peeps.
We'll have a lovely one. You should as well.
Yeah.
And we'll be back in the new year with. We'll be cracking back on with 2000 and. Where are we?
23.
I think so.
2004, I think.
One with a number.
Oh, right. No, it's
got a number in it. It's like
it's got.
It's 2004.
2004.
Yeah, you're right. It's 2004.
So all we can do is wish the Blankers a very Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
May you get everything you want.
Everything.
Like your Pip Whitehouse albums.
Yeah.
Won't be out until Easter.
Have to wait till Easter.
Happy Christmas, people, and a happy New Year.
But yeah, absolutely. Have a wonderful New Year. Stay safe.
Blankers.
Keep listening to the podcast. Plenty there to go back to. And play us out, Richie D.
Beautiful.
I'll come back now.